Okay.
Dang.
I accept that.
My performance got a +3.
I'm not going to make a joke about going live today. Or not going live.
3, you said?
We acknowledge that we want to make a joke.
I don't.
And in doing so, we have thoroughly teased you.
We're almost on time tonight.
Yeah, being down 2 people, I think helps.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we start gabbing.
The fewer cats to wrangle, the
Yes,
the
fewer
sooner-
cats to
That
herd.
is
No,
fair. Crap. Let's see.
All right, proficiency is now 4. Oh boy.
Yeah, and it is not ideal typing up here on the full height of the table.
No. I seem like a
Oh, yeah.
keyboard to get down.
Yeah, that does.
That's where I
Seemed like
keep
it would
mine
be
over
on.
there underneath.
Just get taller.
Actually, you know what? I do have a
Red.
keyboard.
He said, "Get good, Scrubs."
Get taller? You're only an inch taller than me. Watch it.
Okay, what else do I need? Okay,
And yet that 1 inch means I don't have these issues.
You're
we're
not
live.
typing.
We're live right now.
I am
right?
on my phone.
Okay, we are live.
Yeah, I'm still pulling up things I need.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
up
was
to
just checking 'cause
34, but I
Wolfman
took some
hasn't
like
posted anything in the
HP
chat
stuff.
yet.
How would your HP went up though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I haven't actually double checked it. Actually, yes, we are.
Okay.
Connection is excellent.
Yay!
Yay.
Excellent. Party time.
So,
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
so are we gonna go around the table and say the things we?
Yeah, I would
level
like-
up?
yeah,
I
would like to do that.
Yeah, just so that we
We-
all know.
And I think for at least for first, 4 or 5 levels, we should do that.
Since it's a new system,
Yeah.
it absolutely makes sense.
I'll
Yeah.
kind of learn how this
Yeah.
evolves across
And then-
classes even.
Yeah, exactly. And then once we have a firmer understanding of it, if we want to surprise each other, we can do that.
Put in eraser gunk. Oh my god. Okay. All right.
This is the lamest announcement. Yeah.
It can be lame. It's okay.
Everyone are.
Oh, that means my class DC also goes up by 1. Because my proficiency went up by 1. Okay.
Where did I put it?
Key. What is key?
Did you guys talk about what you were your first session that I missed?
I think so, a little bit. We can just go over all the things we're capable of pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think we did do a quick character introduction in our first session.
Didn't I?
Light out again.
Because it hates us and it doesn't want us to be happy.
Can we do a sound check?
Is that the is that the thing?
Didn't I share a?
Are puns an
Sea
energy
shanties,
source that
everybody?
keeps it going?
Sorry, what?
Didn't I share sea shanties with everyone?
Yeah. I don't think I listened to any of them, if I'm
No,
honest.
it's all lyrics.
But
It's not the actual rhythm. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't click through on
I
the
read
link,
through them
but
once or twice.
I saw them. It'd be fun to
There
like
they are.
all learn a few and like start a stream with them after we like hijack the ship or get our own ship or whatever the plan is.
No, Tucker's
Have
not
a-
here. We can hijack the ship.
Yeah, he won't stop us.
His actual absence allows us to.
Our moral compass isn't here.
Is that what it is?
Hey guys, what did I miss last session? Not much.
Where's the captain? I have the hat.
I'm the captain now. I'm wearing the hat.
I wanna
I'm
be
the
captain.
now.
I
Let's
wanna
make
do
Conti
it.
the captain.
Yeah, I agree.
He'd look real good in a captain's hat.
You would.
Either the tricorn sort of style or the more modern version.
The captain a loop.
Captain. Nice.
Okay.
It's hard to roll a stealth check on a Dr. Pepper. He's just opening it. It's like he's like trying to be stealthy, but it's like
It's too fizzy.
I'm trying to do it away from the microphone as much as possible. So
You're like the guy in the movie theater opening cans of soda. Yeah.
There's your Wolfman.
Hey.
less drinks
Also,
and
if
more
you're in the movie
slurps.
theater and you got a bag of popcorn or candies that rustles, wait for the action parts, the loud parts to rustle in there, not the quiet, serious parts. Because I might turn around and strangle you.
Okay, wait for the bomb to go off.
Sounds like you had experience with this.
Ah,
You know,
Whole candy package right in your mouth.
yeah, Clueless Will. Yeah.
And if you happen to have a laser pointer, just don't.
Message.
Oh my.
That's just
It's actually
being a
happened.
teenager.
That's,
Yeah.
I was in the theater when somebody
man.
did that, and
I-
I was
That,
less
yeah.
than enthused.
Lasers should be reserved for cats and to down helicopters.
Yes, that's right. Definitely.
Well, at least they're not doing the chicken jockey thing.
Oh God.
Chicken jockey
The
thing?
Oh, yeah, the
Minecraft
mic- yeah.
She doesn't know.
I
Oh,
don't play
okay.
Oh my
Apparently, the
God.
children have been going insane at
Yelling
screenings
at
of the Minecraft movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that does sound like children. They do that,
And
especially if they're excited about something.
yeah, but like it's being
It's
done,
real
I
bad.
believe, ironically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something. I don't know. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
ironic. I think it's
I-
just
I-
absurd now.
Don't
Well,
care.
it may have started that way,
Yeah.
and then it's
Now it's the new Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds kind of fun.
So,
Have you guys never
I
been?
feel
Let's
like
do the
the
time
thing
warp.
with the
I
Rocky
know-
Horror
I know-
Picture Show is
Yeah,
if
but
you go to a
they-
midnight showing of
To
that,
what?
the people who are putting it on
Rocky
know
Horror.
that
Yeah.
crap's going to happen
Yeah.
and are
Yeah.
prepared for it.
Yeah.
That's
Whereas if
fair.
you're just doing that at like the matinee of some kid's movie,
No.
you're an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good point.
That is a good
Very
point.
good point.
Yeah.
But who's seen Rocky Horror in the theater?
I've done it.
In
yeah.
theater? No.
Yeah, I've done
I
the
would.
whole shenanigans. Yeah.
I
It's a
did.
cultural experience.
It is.
I did get to see a theatrical performance of Seymour. Feed me.
Oh,
Was that-
Little Shop of
Little Shop
Horrors?
of Horrors.
Yeah.
And that scared
good-
the hell out of me because I was fairly young.
that's
Yeah.
such
And
a
I
great
wasn't
show.
expecting creepy plant tentacles to come down from the ceiling.
But here we are.
Oh, that's
It
awesome.
sounds like high production value.
And yeah, it was like a Broadway version
Oh, okay.
or something. It was
That's
in New
awesome.
York
That sounds
City,
rad.
and it was
Well, like
something.
back in the 50s, like the horror movies, they tried to kick it up a notch, and they had stuff like smell-o-vision. So they inject like different smells into their.
Am I wrong that
Oh.
they released like mice into theaters
Oh God.
to like
I don't
have them
know.
run over their feet or something?
I
They might
don't
have.
think they
Including-
released actual mice. I think they had some kind of like robotic rigged up rat tails, so it felt like there were mice running through, which is still terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds so bad. I hate just thinking about
They
it.
show people costumes.
Yeah.
My mom used to tell me the stories when she was in the theater.
And there was a film called The Tingler, and this whole like this thing was there's this Tingler. It
Doesn't
was like
sound
it
real,
looked like
does it?
some weird centipede thing, and it goes down the film, and it's supposed to go up for the audience, and so there's this little vibrating patch that would just go through
just
the
go
center of the audience.
In
That's
Disney
cool.
World, they had like a 3D movie.
The one
Yeah,
with Michael Jackson?
No, not that
not
one.
that
Oh.
one.
That
Honey, I
was
Shrunk
also.
the
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Might have been that one.
Oh,
There's
I
like
did see
mice
that.
that run off of the screen and down
Oh.
and under, and there's little air puffs that go by your leg.
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Muppet
a
Theater does
4D
stuff like
movie
that.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
that's what it
It's
was.
like they spray with water and
Water.
air
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
4D
Oh
movie.
man, that's messed up.
Nah,
That was really fun.
VR before VR.
I did some early VR back in 2001. We went there for a honeymoon. Stopped getting sick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see here, meow. I think. Oh, co-DMs. I did buy a humble bundle thing, and if I'll show it to you later at the break.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
it
definitely
like-
worth it.
Gaming resources kind of stuff.
like just books and books of random tables.
I saw that humble bundle and I thought of the group. I was like, I wonder if I should
Yeah,
just.
I 100%
You
did.
went for it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's a lot of cool stuff there. Just for a heads up. Other things. Okay, I think I'm pretty much okay to start on my end. How about all of you?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've fully.
I think my
prepared.
paper sheet is now updated.
Yay!
Something I hadn't done previously. I was like, it's all here on the app. I'm good. And then I'm like, but I like looking at my paper sheet.
The
Yeah.
paper one is just nice for like a general survey of
Yeah.
more of what you can do in a moment, whereas the details is much
Yes.
more of
I always find myself
Whole
referring to
thing.
both during a session. But yeah, when you just need to like look at something like, what's my that? Okay, great. It's just
Yeah.
right there.
Things like weapon traits and spells.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
I'd
when
rather
I'm,
use the
that's
app.
when I'm in the app.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's So welcome back, everybody. Sorry I had to take last week off. Just stuff going on. Yeah, I know. But it was really awesome though that we went to Albany, the MVP arena, and there was a children's choir. I was part of the AYB thing, right? And it was 2,000 kids.
Oh wow.
It was
That's a lot.
yeah, and there
That
was
sounds- that sounds-
there was a band on stage. So there was actually a conductor. There was 2 keyboardists, guitarists, bassists. There was a trio of singers. It was really it was really awesome, and the kids did a fantastic job. So it was quite a cool experience. And Declan woke up next morning and goes, "I had a really good concert." I'm like, "Yes."
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So, gosh, it was only a week ago. I feel like a lot of stuff has happened since then. Everyone have a good week, mostly, sort of.
Yeah.
No, but that's
No,
okay.
yeah, ditto.
That's all right.
That's okay, but we're here. Glad to see everybody. Any announcements?
I leveled up.
You did,
We're
yeah.
all
Well, yeah,
leveled up.
we're gonna get to that. Yeah.
There.
You leveled up.
I leveled up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I leveled up too.
Wow.
So Wednesday, Hunters.
Wednesday, Hunters. Yeah, everyone can play, I think. This
I
Wednesday.
think
Cool.
we're still good.
Oh
this
yeah,
fall.
Sunday. I think we're on track, right? We might be down a person. We'll get on a train instead. Weird.
Yeah.
Other,
Sunday is
otherly
Father's
train.
Day. Just that's neither here nor there. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll have to double check.
Happy Father's Day, all fathers, to children and animals alike. Other than that, then Monday, as far as my schedule looks, I think we're good to go.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I want to get back into this. I was doing work today. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, throw myself back into it. It's a lot of fun. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Okay, so I guess before we start the game, I'd like to hear about all your level ups and what you're taking. Kind of stuff, what you're thinking. So who would like to start?
Why don't I start
Okay.
on this side and go around? Because I know Dan still doesn't really know quite what all of us can do, etc.
Okay.
So we'll just go over the general gist of it. I've taken a reach spell, which allows me to extend most of my spells by 30 feet,
Okay.
and that includes touch spells. Which
Okay.
is really cool.
That is cool.
And I took the skill feat of Intimidating Glare, which allows me to demoralize with a look. So
Third eye opens.
Yeah, exactly. The other two go like this. So that allows me to demoralize without language. It's a visually reliant thing,
Okay.
which I thought might be useful for the party in some situations.
I thought about
It's also good for me to
taking
know.
Yeah. And then I, spell wise, my cantrips haven't changed. I still have Inside Ropes, Message, Daze, Forbidding Wards. Love Inside Ropes. Prestidigitation.
Inside ropes.
And the Vitality Lash, which is the one that can heal undead for you, Dan. And then I have taken Benediction, which is an AoE spell emanating from me. 15-foot aura that gives everybody that is an ally +1 to their AC.
Oh
basically.
wow.
And I can choose to focus on it and grow that by, I believe, 10 feet every turn. So I can spend an action to make it get bigger, and it lasts for a minute.
That's cool.
And I swapped out one other spell for Flens. So I have...
Oh man, me and you.
Flens
How do we always get like characters
Already
that have
agreed is very
similarities?
badass.
Because we're both
Flens is
crazy.
I was like, Flint's is the most brutal spell I've ever heard of. It's
It
awesome.
is incredible.
I have
Yeah.
to take it.
So for those who don't know what Flens does, it depends on whether you're touching a creature or a corpse.
Of course.
If it is an inanimate corpse, pretty much anything on it that's not bone, just gone. Absolutely a stripped clean. Living creatures take just a bunch of damage, and undead creatures kind of also take a bunch of damage.
If the living creature dies to that spell, they also get stripped clean.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Really useful.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Fatality.
I
Gotta deal with the bone.
I got this, and I told Calvin, I'm like, I could just get away with murders now. Just straight up, I'm like, where's John? I don't know. I did find a skeleton though.
He looks like he's been there a
Unrelated.
while.
I found this skeleton over here.
Weird, right?
He's probably
Don't
been
tell
there a while
anybody I can
though.
get rid of skeletons.
Oh my god. Okay, I can't wait to hear about that.
Okay.
That's what
and-
skeletons eat. Instead of zombies eat brains, vampires eat blood. Skeletons
Skeletons
mend
eat
themselves with
bones.
other
They eat
people's
bones.
bones.
Calcium. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
up the calcium.
I
love that.
I gotta replace my bones with other people's bones.
So anyhow,
Fascinating and
that's
creepy.
Coco. On to the other member of Veg, Jack.
Jack, the druid Jack is
You focus on your cantaloupe
yeah,
friend.
I dumped everything into Conti. I think the most fun and important part is that he can talk now.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You swapped that out
You better
for
have
the
a
ability
voice.
to like use his senses.
Yes.
So he has to report in when he spies on stuff now.
Yeah. So he, I, because that had a downside. But anyway, the point is that that gives me 4 master familiar abilities to dump into Canty, and I've taken 3 of them. 1 is the speech, and the other 3 are cantrip connections. So I just get more cantrips than I should have.
And what did you take?
I have so all together I got Tangle Vine, Detect Magic, Ignition, Eat Fire as a reaction, which is nice, especially if I'm setting myself on fire with Ignition. And Ray of Frost. I figured that would be good for being surrounded by water. Detect Metal, good for finding treasure.
I like
The
that.
DM's face is telling me that was a good pick.
Light, so that I can light up my lantern. And draw moisture, which is fun.
Oh no.
Oh, that sounds
Make
evil.
it. You're gonna chap some lips.
draw
huh? What is
moisture
that?
Creatures?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you can pull it out of creatures.
You draw water out of an
Um,
object.
Yeah, it says something about like
It's mean.
it gives them, I think.
Oh no.
You can use this spell.
His object.
It
It
says
does say
object.
object. Oh, that was a different spell that I
Well,
was
he
looking
views
at.
people
that's-
as objects, so
No,
it's fine.
No, hang on.
But
He's a vegetable.
No, I do remember that was a spell.
but I can like
Yeah.
pull water up out of like
You
things
can
that are
water bend
soaked.
a little bit.
Oh, neat.
I'm hoping to be able to use this for nonsense, like here is a thing of alcohol, and now I have pulled all the water out of the alcohol.
Oh, wow.
Does that make it
Technically-
really strong?
To concentrate it.
That would be like 100
Oh
proof.
my God.
So yeah, you're making
Turn
gasoline
beer
now.
into 100 proof.
Okay, good. Okay, I mean,
That'll be
whether
real-
I can or not is gonna
That
have
is
to be up to you.
one
That's
messed
what I'd
up.
like to do.
The Molotov cocktails that will make
Oh, no.
are leveled up.
Can you imagine
for sure.
potions of healing while all the water drawn out? Concentrated potions of healing?
Gummies of
Why am I talking?
Gummies of healing.
It's like a dust.
Gummies of healing.
Yeah, healing
You have to
gummies.
I have-
snort your healing potion.
I
Or
still have the 2 summoned plants for
Store
fungus.
HP, I swear.
But I also now have summon Fae, which will allow me to do, among other things, summon a tooth fairy. Pull people's
Nice.
teeth.
Literally, they come with pliers. And does Conti have any other abilities or anything that it gains?
No, he just talks now.
He just talks now. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm using him as a battery.
All right.
I'm the weird one in the group. I'm a human.
Weird.
I'm cleric, so that pretty much covers it, I think. Level 2, level up. I took Sap Life as a class feat, and that lets me. I draw the life force out of my enemies. When I cast a harm spell and damage at least one living creature, you gain hit points equal to the spell rank of your harm spell. If you are a living creature, you gain a benefit. I am a living creature currently. For my skill feat, I took skill training and I took athletics. My thinking is after that, I did that overboard moment when the sea creature attacked. It's like, wow, I really got to work on my physical fitness. So it's been kind of working that up. Spells. Also, because I went overboard, I have air bubble as a reaction.
Good call.
Bane and Spirit Ward, Vitality Lash, Stabilize, Glamorize, Draw Moisture, and Daze. And level 1 stuff was Versatile Human with the Die Hard General feat. My Ancestry feat is incredible. It's called Haughty Obstinacy.
Obstinacy?
Yes, thank you. So basically, I get a benefit for being myself. Healing Font, War Priest. I think it covers it.
All right, cool.
All right. I'm a dwarven kineticist. My elements are water and metal. At second level, I took the Ocean's Balm impulse. Couldn't remember the word there. Which is a healing impulse. And my skill feat that I took is called Underwater Marauder, which makes me better at fighting underwater. The normal disadvantages that people would suffer from doing that, I don't.
Awesome.
And then from first level, I had taken the Weapon Infusion Impulse, which lets me do cool stuff with my elemental blasts. I also have Medical Carapace, which lets me make a junkyard version of Iron Man armor on myself. And Tidal Hands, which is basically a small tidal wave. So those
Does
are my
that
first
require
level.
Is it a
existing
tidal wave
water
that's
or?
Nope, I just make it.
That's cool.
Neat.
Does your spell specifically say actual, like real water, or does magically conjured water work?
Well, it won't be useful for. I mean,
I'm just
I
curious.
guess
I do have a point
object.
of clarification I need for the table rules. Are we doing rules as written for spell casting? Like you need the spell slot, you need to prepare that spell a number of times in order to cast it? Or is it the D&D version where as long as you have a spell slot, you can cast a spell of that level? We had talked about
The
levels.
spontaneous versus,
Prepared.
yeah.
There's a way. There's specifically a like feat or something that you can take that allows you to switch the type of caster you are. Even.
Because I thought if you're a prepared spellcaster, you have to prepare
Okay.
the spell ahead of time.
You basically you write out the scrolls you're
Yeah.
going to cast for the day, kind of. If I think we discussed like if you wanted to like swap from one to another, there's good paths
Yeah.
for being whatever you want to be in a spontaneous caster role instead. Like if the class, because some classes are that's just inherently what they do, you know. What are you looking for?
Flexible spell preparation.
That's
You just switch
druid.
to a different class archetype.
Flexible spell preparation.
So you can switch it. There's like rules for it. So you should
That's
be able
nice.
to click on cleric and then change it.
Is that
I
a
don't know
general feat or?
No, it's not. It's a class archetype. So instead of your normal class, there's a separate class.
We're architects.
It's like a subclass.
If you click on class,
Like the,
Interesting.
class archetypes.
you help him. We'll go.
You'll
Okay.
change your class from cleric to a flexible spellcasting cleric. I think this should be
Cool.
Neat.
So, Mr.
flexible
Fan Dancer.
spell preparation.
So
Uh,
it sounds like you
As
should be
a
able to
second level magus,
Yeah.
I've taken Virtuosic Performer, which grants me a +1
Don't know what that did here.
circumstance bonus whenever doing a performance involving specifically dance. And then I took the Fan Dancer Dedication, which, upon taking it, I become an expert in performance. And then the actual ability that I get is whenever I make a feign, I can move 10 feet before or after doing the actual feign. So, free movement and
Change the way you cast.
potentially make an opponent flat-footed.
Cool.
Then spells, I took Exchange Image, which it's a touch spell. It targets myself and one other humanoid. It's a will save. I trade appearances with the target.
Oh,
Ooh.
What?
I hear shenanigans.
Oh
you
yeah.
can swap looks with someone.
Captain.
They have to be willing, or no?
So, if they are unwilling, they have to make a will save. And depending on what happens, it will do something. If they are willing or unconscious, they automatically critically fail.
Oh, we are. That is one easy way to take over a ship. I'm the captain, but I have decided that this person's the captain.
So I don't
now,
know if
and
you guys
also-
knew this about me, but I can read thoughts. Powers is thinking bullshit really loud right now.
That is so busted. What the hell?
So y'all got sick
Or
of my
if they're
shenanigans on the
sleeping.
ship, huh? That's what's happening.
So, if they manage to critically succeed, there's no effect. If they just regular succeed, I still take the appearance and they take mine. Has the same effect as a first level illusory disguise spell, except the target can't dismiss it.
Oh my god.
The duration is 1 minute or until dismissed.
1 minute.
Oh, okay.
It's
if
short.
If they fail, the duration is an hour.
Oh.
And if they critically fail, it lasts a full 24 hours.
Oh
God. That's crazy. that is insane.
Yeah. Okay, I smell mutiny.
Maybe.
Unless we have good
Slightly
reason
more
not
possible.
to mutiny.
And Tucker's not here today.
Slightly more possible, but I don't think Azuna has anything against the good captain.
Okay. And Dan?
My character is Krell, who's a skeleton with a gambling background. And he is a summoner. So I have an Eidolon, which is your summon that you're linked to. You're basically almost one person. And she is an undead, I don't know, kind of like creepy-eyed girl, you know, or like zombie type. Beautiful zombie.
Living dead girl.
Yeah,
That's what we
she's
would
a
say.
dead girl, yeah.
Living dead girl.
And
Mhm.
let's see what we got here. She slaps real hard. She does cold damage. I made her a cold one. That's the attack I took. She just hit you really hard.
She does not pull her slaps. Gotcha. All right.
Summoners have the weird act together thing, which is interesting. So it's almost like I get 4 moves, but we have to use them between the two of us. 4 actually. Like I do a 2 move, she does a 1, and I still have 1 left over. So like
I don't think
technically,
that's how it works.
Well, I don't
you
know.
can do anything but 2 and 2. You can do a 3 and a 1. You can do a 2 and a 1 and a 1. I looked up videos on it. I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
I don't.
You only get 3 between.
I'll have to look
Yeah.
into it
You
then.
use an action that is called all-in-one, and
That's-
that
that's
gives
called,
you
yeah.
3 actions.
Yeah.
Which
It's
means you
very
still
weird
only
wording.
have 3.
Yeah.
So you have to
Okay,
use
that's weird then.
You have to use that action to get 3 actions, which means you still
You still have 3 actions, yeah. So as a
Yeah,
skeleton,
that's
disease
weird.
and poison
Blind and
resistance, immunity to death effects, stuff like that. And the big thing's the void healing. So like I can't heal normally. It has to be something that helps the undead. We can share senses. So like we could have her scout or look at things, stuff like that. I have the Die Hard as also, and
So neither of you are wearing shoes?
I need a machine gun.
It took a little too long.
Sorry.
I took some lying feats. I thought that sounded like fun to do. So I have Lie to Me and Charming Liar. So I'm gonna do some weird lying stuff.
Okay.
All a bunch of
My level 2, I increased my Eidolon's feat to get 10 more speed, so she runs 35, instead of 25. That's pretty
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
As far as like spells and stuff like that, basically, I have focus spells which can like evolve her or boost the Eidolon, so I can like buff the Eidolon, or change it slightly, like make it an aquatic form, an air form, run even faster form, sense everything around it, like that kind of stuff. It gets like 1 new ability for a little bit. And for cantrips, I took Ancient Dust, Daze, Glamorize, Message, and Protect Companion. And for level 1 spells, I took Runic Body, Harm, and Flints. Harm's one of the coolest spells I think I've seen. Like, it has like 3 different modes. I think somebody else
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah, I was tempted to get it. I don't
It's
think
pretty
I did,
good.
but
Yeah,
Okay, is that it?
I think so.
Rock on.
But yeah, I basically she fights, I cast support spells mostly, but once in a while a Flints or something like that.
Just 'cause it's like a
Yeah.
utility thing.
There's a lot of possible interactions on the table. Oh boy.
Yeah.
No, so I have to get rid of 2 of my cantrips.
Oh.
Did you go flexible caster?
Yeah.
Okay.
the cost is getting rid of a couple of your
I have to get rid of 2
spells?
cantrips, and I can't get a first level spell yet.
Huh.
I have to wait. You're supposed to get a new spell slot on every even level. I can't. I have to wait till 3rd
Okay.
level to get it.
But you can
Oh.
select from a bunch more spells.
Yeah. It expands the repertoire.
Yeah, you get to pick all the spells.
The weirdest thing.
No.
Well,
what do you?
well, like you don't have to
Oh, you only-
predetermine the 2 spells that you cast. You can choose any from your list.
Is that what-
No, I
Right?
think no.
No.
He's still.
I
He
still-
only can pick from
I
2
still have to
spells.
prepare the spells.
He still
I just
prepares
can-
2 spells, and then he's got 2 spell points, but he can cast one of them twice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Choice of one of them twice or each of them once.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I've made this one twice today.
Oh.
And I have to use only that one. Yeah.
Yep.
This will pay off more in the future.
Yes.
Is basically
When
so
your
it
list
delays.
gets bigger.
Yeah.
It delays your extra
Long term.
spell.
I'm not sure
level.
that's the right way to look at it. It just means I have more flexibility to use the spells I have, but I have fewer spells I can use.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. That's cool. Sounds like fun.
The summer spell's the weirdest spell list, though. It's always the highest level spells, but you only get 2 of them. Ever. You know, so it's always 2, and then your old spells go away, and that's 2 even higher level spells, and the old ones all go away.
Magus also drops old spells.
Yeah, it's weird.
Wild.
I've never seen that. Like, it's so I'm not ever gonna have, you know, like a ton
Okay.
of like cast a day. Like, you know, I get like.
It's because you're combat.
Well, I do get the focus spells too. Yes,
Yeah,
I get
but-
two normal spells, maybe 1 to 3 depending on how leveled up I am. You know, focus spells. But
I mainly
mostly
went,
it's cantrip, man.
I mainly went flexible spellcaster because my deity is deception. So.
There you go.
Really?
Oh my
We
god.
might get along.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Bunch of liars.
other than you're undead.
Except for that part.
I choose turn
Do-
undead. Oh shit.
Yeah.
How many of us know that you're because you're doing like a glamour?
A
sort of
glamour
thing,
and
right?
I have
Did you guys see through that?
No,
I don't think we
even
did.
even
I
my
have-
crew failed too.
I have a because of my background. It's as in life, or I have a feat as in life, so in death. So I can pretend like I'm still alive. Like I can do the mannerisms of human. I don't walk all skeleton-y or like as long as I'm covered up. Like if you come take a close look, I'm a skeleton. You know. But
There's no
I
reason
love
to
it.
do that yet.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Good old-
That should be a really interesting.
Did
review
our
about
otter
what the-
see you as a
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
hope it lasts
I don't
a
know.
really long
You
time.
did.
Oh, yeah, I think
want
you
to
did.
make that
Better.
check every
I think
day.
the otter did. Yeah, I think there's no way the otter didn't know I was
Heck
a skeleton,
no.
but he's not here today.
Oh, I think
But
Tag might
Tag,
know, yeah.
Tag might not think that that's weird
he might not be
necessarily.
like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that guy's made out of bones. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us, so I didn't think it mattered.
yeah. Was it really
important.
I don't want to.
Yeah, when it's too- All right, so here we go.
I mean, he is a giant otter. What would he consider to be hot?
Yeah. What's weird for him? Yeah.
Okay, so it's good music.
Maybe if you don't eat on your belly or something. you're like, what the heck?
So last time, we got mostly just getting back into the swing of things. You had the encounter with the Mist Pixies, and you discovered that they were kind of lost and kind of wanderers or refugees from the Feywild. As what happened, they were clearly looking because they were lost. They're looking for home.
Found out the ship has a windshield.
Yes. And you found that the ship has a windshield. And Stormeye plowed through them and splattered a lot of the pixie guts on the windshield, except for one was saved and is now your friend as long as Jack says as long as you be good, he won't eat you. Right?
Yep. Definitely a friend. So friendly.
Right. And then after that is when you saw, well, you also found Krell and the Eidolon on the raft in the middle of the Mixed Pixies, which Tagged went out and rescued them, pulled them on board. And then, let's see, you noticed that Captain Thorn, Captain Stormeye Thorn, kept changing direction, consulting her compass, looking for a new heading, and the crew seem a little bit unnerved by this, but at the same time they have no reason to doubt their captain
She started
going
pointing
forward.
us towards a storm in the end.
Yes,
right?
and at the end of it, she directed towards the path of a pretty fierce looking storm. Went up to the bow and said, "You're mine." Mm-hmm. So is there anything else that we?
Yes.
Yes.
I think I figured out that
Oh yes.
who
So-
killed
yes.
the
Yes.
dwarf would have been one of the passengers on board, Mog Stonefist, who was probably of the same clan as
Of Dave.
Dave Stonefist.
The first dwarf we ever encountered in which Coda whiffed a stealing check.
Yes.
Yes.
Grabbed his junk.
I haven't revealed that yet,
Right.
and Argo is kind of trying to figure out how to turn that to his advantage if possible.
You would talk to Grim about it
Yeah.
because you wanted dwarf
Yeah, dwarf perspective.
perspective.
And also
We
to make
haven't
sure
talked-
it wasn't you that killed him. Like, it wasn't you, right? Like, I'm not going to turn you in.
No, I didn't kill this guy.
I mean, and I didn't blow up the ship.
As far as anyone knows.
Okay. Anything else from last session or previous sessions that we should remember?
You gave Lucky back his rock.
You get
Oh,
Or-
Yeah.
We
I
kinda
wanted
thought,
to pick on him and torment him.
yeah,
Kind of
Oh.
was sandwiched.
we thought he was stinky, and then we felt bad.
We
I
definitely
still thought it
thought
was
he
funny.
was the murderer for a little
Yeah.
while. He was our chief suspect there for a minute.
Yeah, and it turns out he's just kind of a deceiver.
Just kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, just kind of a weirdo. Talks about his stone. Talks about his pebbles, his rocks. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So, as Lucky turns the steering wheel towards the center, dead center of the storm in front of you, you see like the swirling clouds grow dark. Even at this distance, you see just rain pouring down over the ocean in front of you. It's a sizable storm. I mean, it's easily like a mile and a half wide. Like covers much of your horizon that you see. You see these glimpses of light amidst the storm clouds. And sometimes it's a white flash, sometimes it's red, and you see these little streaks kind of moving back and forth in between the storm cloud. And the crew gets to work immediately. You see Rorak, you see Tag, you see all the other crew members. They start to take their places. They're pulling lines. They're getting positioned. They are moving masts around. They're trimming the sails a little bit, and then suddenly you hear this. Another day alive wouldn't do us any harm. Another day alive wouldn't do us any harm. Another day alive wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. So they start singing. And you realize that this moment for them is a way for them to get in unison, and they start to move in tandem together, start to, read each other's movements and pay closer attention to each other, work more as a unit. But you also realize they're preparing themselves for something bad. And and even if the lyrics indicate, like, here's a little bit of hope, let's all try to get through this, and it's a way to prepare themselves for the oncoming struggle and or imminent demise.
I cast musical accompaniment.
Do you really? Okay. What's that do?
Gandhi was just clapping along.
You're surrounded by orchestral music
Coco,
that
did I
shifts
say-
and changes to match your behavior. Music provides it's just a +1 status bonus to performance checks, but at the GM's discretion, it provides this bonus to deception, diplomacy, or intimidation checks as the music changes to support you in situations. Some things can ignore it because they know what you're trying to elicit specific emotions. I take a -4 penalty to stealth checks.
That's hilarious. We're stealthing. Are we?
I can't control the exact music the spell creates.
Okay.
The music doesn't create intelligible words or singing. So I imagine it just kind of goes with the moment.
Yeah.
So it probably is just kind of accompanying the general.
Lays a
Shanty
80
and all
synth
that.
wave on top of it.
Cool. Yeah. So as the crew hears the music, they look over at you and they see you're the source of this, and they're like, yeah, and they start singing more verses. They get more involved with it, and it becomes more of a joyous kind of thing instead of a kind of I'm preparing for death kind of thing.
Good.
Good.
That's kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Anyone else wish to do anything?
Lash myself to the mast.
Fair enough. If not, I'll just proceed.
I'll just try to help in general.
Okay.
Does the captain seem approachable?
What do you mean by approachable?
Like, am I
Has
wasting
she
my time
ever-
if I go up and talk to her, or
You're not you're gonna try and flirt with her. You're gonna try.
No, I
Okay.
just want to find out what the hell's going on and
Okay.
how dangerous the situation is.
Okay. She's still at the bow, and she looks very focused, very intent. Doesn't mean she's not unapproachable, but she's definitely got an objective or a goal in mind, and she seems really focused on that.
I say, Captain, that quite a storm ahead. Are we
Yes,
prepared for that sort of thing?
we are. She's not even looking at you.
Very beautiful in an ominous, deadly sort of way. Why are we sailing into a storm? I'm not a sailor. I always assumed you sailed around them when possible.
Typically, yes, you would. But that storm has something of mine, and I intend to get it back.
Okay. Anything we should be looking for as we sail into this little rough patch of weather?
If I were you, I'd stay below decks.
Okay. Thanks. Oh, I look at you guys went, oh boy.
Yeah, well, so what'd the captain say?
Get below decks.
Right on!
Okay.
Man, do I want to go below deck?
You don't have to
Storm's
say
not
it,
quite
I'd
here
stay
yet.
out on
You
deck.
have a little bit of time, probably.
Yeah, we have some time. You're not going to get there right away.
Yeah. I kind of want to hang out and see what it's gonna be. So, like, I'd hang
Okay.
out near the the stairs.
Okay.
Oh, I kind of want to see what horrible things are coming at us too.
Yeah.
Plus, I could keep everyone jovial about the whole thing.
How many people can fit on those little boats?
I think we said like 6
Yeah, there's not many. It's like maybe I
less.
thought it was like 3 or 4 per boat.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't many. There is other rigging. There's other rope. There's other ways to secure yourself should you wish to do so. If you want to stay up here, you know, think you're on a boat facing high winds. There are things that will help you stay there. If you want to stay on the main deck. Dan, do you want to do something? Krella?
Did I see his failure basically? Like, would I
He
be
didn't,
like,
no,
well,
there was no check
like,
involved. It was conversation.
Yeah, okay. No, I meant like, like nothing really happened.
Yeah,
I
it's-
might try my hand at speaking with her.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm only going to keep very close to my maiden, though, like, for reasons.
Okay.
Anyway, so I would like to approach and say, did I overhear the storm stole something from you?
I never said steal.
Because I've had similar situations happen to myself.
What?
Yeah. Like when members of your crew steal from you or whatever, I just want to know what we're up against here.
Are you lying? Or are you?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
No, totally lying. So make a diplomacy check
Or
for me.
deception.
Or a deception check. That's what I mean.
8 plus 13 is 21.
Crap, she believes you.
Didn't you take some
Standard Dan.
Standard Dan nonsense. Here we go. Okay, she looks at you. You've been in a ship before, and
Yes.
so you've
I'm not lying to
encountered this.
Oh, many storms in the past, yes.
Really? It's nice to have one of the order aboard.
Did I get a critical success by any chance?
One of the order.
You did.
Okay, well then the diplomacy goes up. Or like
we all have questions. There.
so charming liar means she likes me one stage higher
Yeah.
or whatever than whatever we started
Oh,
at. Yeah.
nice. Maybe you'll be our new captain. The skeleton. Perfect.
Actually, that is.
Yeah, it's kind of great.
So I would kind of like to, I'm pretty new here, but a lot of these guys look like they could be real helpful to your crew.
I think there was a few that could pull their weight. Yes.
Not all of them, obviously.
No, clearly not.
Yeah. Maybe I could pick a few, that we could, help you out.
I'm
Like an elite little group.
So who do you think?
Those two seem crazy, but they are fairly competent, surprisingly. The two vegetables.
The vegetables.
Yes.
The vegetables.
Credibility.
The captain is
Everyone
pressing
hated
X
that.
to doubt.
What's your character again, Trombley?
My character's a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Definitely the dwarf.
Oh yes, I've.
Dwarves wouldn't be out on the sea unless they really had their sea legs. They would never leave them.
Oh, this is true. We lost a good one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Interesting.
that's true. You're down a dwarf, technically.
Yeah.
You have no way of knowing this, but I was 100% not on that ship of my own free will. I started this campaign in the brig.
Yeah, so far you have literally listed everyone that was in jail.
Yes.
good judge of character.
Yeah.
They seem real
Spot on.
reliable.
Yeah. Where she does bring that up. She goes, You do realize that all the people you think are valuable were in brig.
Yes.
So
I fail to see the issue here.
You definitely want the most hardened of people.
Well, this is
rowing through a storm.
I understand, and I can say, speaking for myself and for other of my crew, that we don't always fall on the side of actual law. So, welcome aboard.
Order of pirates.
And well, I'm glad to have another aboard. You may have faced this in the past, and I think you can expect it's going to be rough waters, I guess you could say.
I'm looking forward to it. It was rather boring on the deserted island.
Yes. Anything else?
After this is over, maybe a game of cards?
Oh, sure. Well, cards or dice, whatever. I'd be happy to, sort of roll the bones, so to speak, with you.
Hey. Oh, ho, ho.
Excellent. Where's a nice vantage point I could watch this storm?
Oh, well, the best is probably the crow's nest, but
Well,
probably
we know
a little.
that's not very safe.
Yes. You can hang out near Lucky over near the wheel. It's a good, or any place on deck.
Yeah, I definitely want to be in the wheel.
When you walk away, I am just scowling.
That conversation was like twice as long, and she was so much nicer to you.
for days.
No, I'm like, he's a competitor. He's another con man like me. He's gotta go.
Takes one to
man.
know one type of deal. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
As we get closer to the storm,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be like, Conti, better get back inside because,
Okay.
Stay secure.
Fair enough. Yeah. So, as the crew and the other deckhands, they are really going all out. You see them move stuff, tie stuff down. They're moving stuff below decks. Captain Stormeye is going up and down, giving orders, telling them what to do, how to prepare. She goes over to Lucky, says, "We're going to follow this path," and she talks to him a little bit more. And then anybody, all the other passengers, she's like, "Anybody who's not willing to risk their lives or get tossed overboard, you get below decks right now."
Come on, Naruto.
I think Coco's gonna stay on deck.
yes.
Okay.
Just by the stairs.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a bad look.
Heavens. I suppose we can. Oh, I don't want to. Alright, fine. We'll stay on deck.
By the stairs, like the tomato things.
Aye, that way we can sneak away if we have to. Yeah, no, that'll work.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'll lash myself to the mast for now.
Okay.
Oh, you're Odysseus.
There we are. Okay. You're gonna hang out near Lucky?
Yeah, I want to stay up near the wheel and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So that's
if I have any
preparing.
rope or anything, I might, kind of
You can hang on to stuff. There's rope
Hang
around.
on to
Yeah.
something.
You even see Lucky who's kind of still floating above the wheel. He takes a rope, ties it around his ankle, ties it around the wheel. He goes, "Hey."
It's lucky that.
All right then.
Can I take the other
Yep.
helmet thing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, anything?
Inside ropes.
Inside
And a
ropes.
chance to use it,
Inside
right?
ropes.
Oh my god.
It actively helps me stick to walls. So
I
it'll do
mean,
more
hey.
than just, normal rope.
This is standard procedure for us, so
Yeah.
we're just kind of like,
Most useful spell ever
She's
so far.
waiting from her guts. Yeah, she's coconuts.
Yay! Hero point.
Woohoo! We're gonna
Okay.
probably need that.
So as you get closer to the storm, the temperature drops, and the waves start to get much more rolling. They get more choppy, and the ship, instead of being more kind of flat, kind of bobbing, is now visibly going up and down waves. And as you get closer, the waves get taller and goes, and yeah, so it's, yes. It's very much up and down kind of a motion. And if you are actually those of you who are humanoid, you don't need to do this. Yeah. Make fortitude saving throws for me.
Sunlight.
I will use
Sea
my
legs
big
test.
D20 for this. Oh, I rolled really bad.
Fortitude?
Yep.
I just want to roll with that just to see what I
14?
would get.
16.
Okay.
12.
14.
You all vomit.
Oh, I don't.
I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
fine. Oh, no.
A little
you're a
bit
skeleton.
of dust comes out.
I'm like hanging in there. I'm like,
If you
okay,
want
I
to,
got
you
it.
want to roll, you can do that
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
want. It's up
keep
to you.
going.
but
Just for fun, I got a dirty 20.
Oh, yeah,
for
you're
mine,
fine.
so
what kind of roll was
I'm
this?
not
Fortitude
busy.
save.
You had already taken your insides out.
Oh,
so
I
Yeah,
gotta-
Yeah.
my insides are around me. They're
gotta-
fine. I'm looking
21.
at them.
Okay, you're fine.
Vegetables are.
Yeah.
Prestidigitating the vomit away.
Also prestidigitating.
Oh god.
Just
Debasing myself. Oh.
I feel like we're just there like, oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry, I threw up a little more. Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't worry, it's a cantrip.
Gross. we say as we're wrapped up in Coco's
in cocoa guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So then the wind picks up, and it's really cutting across your skin, blowing your hair, really making it difficult to move about the ship. And if you are lashed down, you're starting to feel yourself getting moved slightly as you get closer. And then the rain comes in, and at first it's a mist, and it hits your skin. But then as you finally get closer, the dark clouds swirl, and wind lashes out with the rain, and it starts to sting your skin. There's a flash of red lightning, and thunder follows on its heels, jarring all your skulls, or in your cases, your frames,
My shell.
your shell. In the dark clouds, you see ghostly figures flitting about. They appear as just almost like a face, and the upper portion of their body is kind of more defined, but then they trail off quickly at the torso into like a wispy kind of thing. And some clutch their heads and scream in the wind. Others cover their mouths or their eyes. And these figures crash through each other in a frenzy of anguish. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled pretty good.
Nice.
This could be
Regular size.
probably most likely perception.
Yep, add perception to this.
Yeah, unless you're.
Right.
Yeah, let's just do perception for now.
Do you have a pen thing?
Oh, it's cocked.
Net 20 toward 24.
Okay.
Nice. 21. Pretty good. I thought I had it one.
Not 20 for 25.
Wow.
What?
Right? You're
You probably got
Do you-
higher wisdom than I do.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't add 20. I was like, wait, why isn't your perception on here? Never mind.
Yeah, I
I'm
get a
dumb.
+4 to mine.
I do have
I only have proficiency. That's it.
I do have a 21.
Same. Because I have a flat
Wow. Okay.
0 on wisdom.
So
But I said
Wow,
21 and then I
so
wrote
20,
well.
25. Everyone
My
in
perception
20s.
25, 24,
So it's you.
21.
22, 21.
Okay, who's got? Okay,
What
24.
did you, Jack?
I'm the lowest with 15.
Yeah, you
Hey, not bad.
So then we have 22s plus
Of the 22s, it's him first.
Argo, and I forget your character's name.
Grim.
Grim.
Oh, that's easy.
Rid, what's your character's name? I forget. I'm sorry. I'm just getting used to it.
Azuna.
Azuna. That's right.
Coco has a +1 to Dex. What do you got?
Would you have
+3.
Okay, you go first then.
So Krell,
Yeah.
Coco.
Coco.
And then Jack?
Then Jack.
15, yeah.
15.
Bottom.
Okay,
So,
and
yeah. And Conti goes at the same
Tag
time.
will
as
go
him.
next week.
And Tag,
Right.
yeah, next week Tag gets to it.
okay. So what's happening mechanically speaking? This is it's a hazard, right? Right. So it's going to act first in initiative. It'll do its things, and then you will proceed in order.
Okay.
Because this is it's a complex. I've designed it to be a complex hazard. So and there's two tags, a bunch of tags that go along with this. It's environmental because it's a storm, but it's also a haunt because it's got a negative kind of spiritual energy because for reasons. So there's it has coalesced in this point, right?
Okay.
So other things with this, there's magic involved, there's negative energy involved, there's electricity, there's slashing, and it's a haunt. So just so you're aware of
Right.
that stuff. It's like first in the initiative order. It has a routine. It gets 3 actions, and it has I have several things I can do. Some will take 1 action, some take 2, some take 3. Right. The order of the actions will always be the same. So if the wind affects you, it'll always be wind first. So the wind, waves, screams, and lightning.
Ooh.
You know, it'll proceed in that order. Okay, always. And let's see here. Other things you need to know. Disable checks. I think I'm going to tell you some of the stuff ahead of time, just because
Yeah.
we're getting used to this. The DC for this to disable is going to be 18.
What does that mean?
Uh,
Disable what?
To disable the storm, to disable the hazard, or to reduce it,
To ease
to
the,
ease it up.
okay.
Yeah. So
affect it positively.
the
for
2
us.
primary ones involved with this are diplomacy,
Oh, good.
to talk because you can talk to the spirits and interact with them, and also religion because you can potentially exercise it, or if you have a counteract ability, like a counter casting or some kind of ability to do that could be feasible. Or if there is a different way you can use one of your skills to interact with this, you pitch it to me and let's make it happen. You will need 3 successes in order for it to not intensify
As a group or
as a group.
Wait, per round?
As a
To
group,
not intensify, you're saying, right?
um,
So after a certain amount of time, it'll get worse?
yes,
Okay, cool. Oh, I love this. Okay.
yeah.
Awesome.
So 3 per round. If you have 3 rounds that are successful, you win. Right. After 3 rounds, if you don't have all 3 successes per round, so that'd be 50% essentially because there's 6 of you. It will intensify and then things will get worse for all of you.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Questions. So this also you can also have successes by attacking the souls. So if for every 5 souls that are destroyed, you will prevent the intensification period.
something also. I don't know if I made if I said this when we talked about our level ups, but I have a feat that lets me recognize spells that are cast.
Okay.
If there's
Is this a
magic
spell?
in this, is that included
What
in
is
this?
the wording thing? You must be aware of the casting. Like you have to witness the casting of the spell. So I don't.
That triggers a creature.
Yeah, it's not,
Okay.
and these aren't really spells per se.
Okay.
There's kind of like magical effects that just kind of happen because of
Okay.
of its existence.
Right.
Other things before we move on.
I don't think so. I'm curious to see what this is.
Indeed.
Okay. So let's see. We need different music for this kind of thing. This is too slow. You see, as you get closer, you see as you're in the middle of this, you see Captain Stormeye. I just stride out almost blithely unaware or unfazed by any of these things. And it's as she goes out to the bow of the ship again, and you see her kind of raise her fist, kind of shaking it at the storm. And over the wind, it's hard to hear her. But she is talking to it, she is saying something. If you wish to make perception checks before you can.
Definitely.
100%.
If you don't want to do perception, you can do a sense motive to read her body language instead.
Is that a thing?
I have such a high
Yeah.
perception, but I'm failing.
Sense motive is an
Roll.
action, which is what you need to use to detect lies. Dan.
Oh, sense motive.
Yeah.
Only a 10 on
Yeah,
perception.
and a 13.
15 over here.
What
Okay.
does sense motives bonus rely on? Or is it like a skill you have to have?
It is a perception, I believe.
Is it still perception bonus
Yeah.
either way? Okay, all right.
I think so. I have to look. I saw it earlier in the book, but I forgot to check that part of it. Okay, so what do we get?
10.
10? Nope.
13.
Nope. Sorry.
19?
What?
19?
19.
Yeah, it's perception.
Okay. Were you? No, sorry, Coco. No, sorry, Jack. Did you do anything?
Not good.
Okay.
No,
Were you listening, or were you trying to read body language?
I don't know. I'm not at the stairs. I don't know how realistic it would be for me to be able to hear her.
Yeah.
I'd like to try to hear her.
Okay. Okay. So you hear as she raises her voice and shakes her fist. You know, you hear one patch of what she's saying pretty clearly. It says, "Give him back." And but beyond that, the wind kind of drowns everybody out, or drowns her out. But you can see that she is clearly almost demanding something from this storm, based on her language, her body language, and she's almost challenging it. She's trying, in some ways, put up a very strong facade. You recognize this from your background of someone trying to be bigger than they are. It's like as you would like stare down a bear or a lion or something. That kind of idea. Okay, let's see. So what? I have all the wrong music for this. This is what is going on?
Ready to take a nap. So
Hold on, sorry. Is that even? No.
Public domain list of like piratey musicy stuff somewhere I can.
There's a I know that one. Go that one, and then we'll add that one. Okay, cool. So top of the round. The first thing that happens is that you see all these entities, these spirits, kind of scream around. Doing this, still either covering their ears, clutching their head, covering their eyes, or covering their mouth, and they move about each other like this, and the wind whips up pretty high. And so I need all of you on the deck to, let's see, make a reflex saving throw.
Net 20. This die is crazy. All right.
23.
Okay, good.
Where's the? What was this?
Oh, not good.
Yeah.
make a new character.
Same.
Reflex.
Okay,
Was that what I said?
12.
Reflex saving?
okay. 12. Okay.
10.
You need
25.
need an 18.
Yeah, doing so good.
Okay. So those of you need 18 to succeed. Okay. So those of you who have not succeeded, you take 8 slashing damage from the rain hitting your face and skin, and if you're not tied down, you are moved 10 feet in a direction. So if
Well,
I assume you're all tied
that we
down.
were tied down.
Good. So then,
That's bad.
yeah.
It's a lot of your hit points. It's like a third of it. Almost.
Okay. So
That's cool. I can make a new character.
Nice and
You
early.
then
plant eater.
let's
This
so
is John, not Jack. It's a totally new character.
as you're going up on the crest of one of these waves, the wave kind of splits, and these two gigantic hands emerge and form these almost these fists, and they reach out and punch the deck.
Oh.
That's cool.
So let's see here. It takes one punch at the bow at Captain Stormeye,
That's fair.
and I think it got her. Yep, got her. So you see this fist of the waters pound her, and it can break on her, and she crumbles down into like a heap and gets washed down towards the main deck off the bow. And the second fist, let's see, I'm just gonna roll a 6-sided to see who it hits. Sorry, Grim.
Damn it.
Okay. What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, so this fist come down and punches you. Yeah, sorry, man. You take 8 bludgeoning damage.
I want to take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Once you get 8 piercing, you've got them all.
Okay. And that's it for the hazard.
Catch 'em all.
Your turn. Azuna, you're up.
Okay. With my musical accompaniment still up, hopefully the +1 will apply to the diplomacy here.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to heighten the music. Let's see. How long can I get this sucker going? Shit. Where'd you go? A maximum value equal to 4 humans shouting.
Okay.
So first I'm going to implore the spirits. Save your wrath. These people need not join you. Remember what you were before all of this, and then I'll play the music to. I assume the crew is maybe still doing their shanty.
They're trying to. They're hanging on, but it's not. It's kind of.
I'm going to try and heighten it up so it sounds like they're
Okay.
way confident and try and remind the spirits
They're way
of where they came
Okay.
from.
So as you do this, your music affects the crew, and they start to sing again in the midst of this gale. Please roll.
Plus, am I getting the +1 diplomacy?
Yes.
Sick. 22.
Yeah, it's a success. Okay, so one of the spirits that was holding his eyes comes up and stops in front of you and just looks and like does a silent scream, uncovers its eyes, and you see there's just void, just nothing there. You know, and then flies away.
Unsettling. Hope it worked.
Okay. Anything else?
Really, I think for the most part that's about all I got. Action musical company is a 2-action spell,
Okay.
so that'll be me.
Okay. Cool. Argo, Grim's on deck.
All right, so because I just did the thing to flexible caster, I lost the feat I had, but for something else here. But I guess, do I have to take that?
You don't have to if you don't want to. You can wait till next
No,
level too.
because well, I mean, it says it gave me automatically the archetype class feat for flexible spellcaster in place of the one I had before, which was sap light. Well, I guess I'll keep it because I get a.
I think that's what
cantrip
gives you
back.
the, yeah.
You're pretty banged up, right?
I am. Yes.
So far, you're my favorite.
I took 16 damage in one round there. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much hit points is your max?
My max is 34.
Okay.
Healthy boy.
Yeah. Thankfully.
For the record, would have killed me on level 1.
Yeah.
I would have been, I think, exactly zeroed.
Didn't have any danger last game. Had some danger.
Holy crap. Jeez. Anything I add to that? I gave you 6 healing back.
Okay.
It was 2.
That almost negates one of the entire hits. That's pretty good.
Just as a reminder to everybody, if you have a spare action, you should raise a shield if you've got one.
And I will raise a shield.
Good idea.
Wait, why is my arm? What the hell happened here? Oh my god, did I lose my armor too?
Why would you have lost your arm?
By changing the class, that's so weird.
It doesn't make any sense.
It should
Is it
now.
not equipped?
Yeah, you may just have to equip it.
Did it fully reset from that point on?
Well, that's something. Just keep it the original for a night. You remember what it was? We can figure this out off.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So just I don't want you to lose on your AC. That seems foolish.
Yeah,
We'll
just
just-
to have
we'll
So
sort it out
one
later.
I will
pass.
raise my
Okay.
shield.
Cool. Anything else, Argo?
That's it.
Grim, Curl's on deck.
Cool. For my first action, I'm going to activate my kinetic gate. So water and liquid metal begins swirling around me. As part of that same action, I'm going to take an elemental blast. I'm going to shoot one of these ghosts because these guys.
Okay.
I don't have good diplomacy to work with. So.
You have
Fair.
it's an AC of 19.
Okay.
This is a form of diplomacy.
Yeah.
Talking with your fists, kind of.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Stop trying to hurt everybody. That is a homemade 20.
That's a hit.
Cool. So I'm going to say this is one of my water blasts, but it comes out in the form of like ice shooting out for me. So it will be cold
Okay.
damage. That'll be 8. 8 cold damage.
Okay. What's this look like?
You
You obliterate it.
Oh, does it? Okay,
Oh.
cool. So like I said, that my elements are swirling around me, and as I like raise my hand, some water streams forth, and as it is going, it starts to freeze in midair, almost into like a pointed spear shape, and just right through the ghost. And I kind of picture it sort of, like dissipating like mist
Nice.
as that happens.
Totally. So that's one down. Well, once you do that, the storm kind of rumbles, and you see like this kind of white lightning kind of crackle back and forth, and you hear a peal of thunder.
Okay. Well, multiple attack penalty or not, I'm still going to take a second attack. So another gush of water forming into ice in midair. We just bounce out. No, not that one.
Okay.
That's like a 10.
Misses.
Oh no, even less than that. That's like a 5.
Yeah.
I didn't apply the
Yeah.
penalty.
So one of the ghosts that have it covering his mouth sees it, just kind of swirls around it.
Yeah. And as my third action, I use my metal carapace impulse. So, basically, metal forms all around me in this kind of like jagged, rusted mass, but it armors me up.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You done?
Yes.
All right.
If I still had another action, I would also raise a shield. Do that next turn.
Krell, Coco and Jack are on deck.
What you gonna do, Dan?
Oh,
You're Krell, right?
Am I up?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're
I'm
up.
sorry, I thought there was one more person. I have a weird request. We both speak undead. We both speak Necril.
Okay. You and
Can
your
I
Eidolon,
make a
right?
diplomacy check and my Eidolon can make a diplomacy check? It's literally the only thing she can speak. She can't even speak common. Are these
Yeah.
undead? Okay.
Technically.
All right. Well, I'm going to do 2 diplomacy checks.
Oh, and you don't have to do it with any kind of like penalty or anything because it's
2 different people.
2 different people. Yeah.
No, because it's different action. Different. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try that then.
Sure. Let's go for it.
11 plus 8 is 19, and 14 plus 8 is 20 something.
2 successes.
Okay.
So how do you do this?
Actually,
successes?
since this is so successful, I'm gonna
Or 3. Oh.
One soul. You keep track of different things.
Oh, I see. Okay.
drop my glamour so they can see that I'm undead.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, I am one of you, my friends, and this is not the way.
Okay.
If you just calm down and talk with me, I'm sure we can work this out.
Okay. So everyone who's around Krell now sees him as skeleton form, and Lucky's just like,
My holy symbol.
I don't know. You think that's the storm doing that, or no? It's probably
Maybe he was
the
hit by
storm.
lightning.
Yeah, yes.
I knew there was something I didn't like about that one.
gosh. Okay. And you hear they speak back in Necrol. And it sounds to the rest of you, it sounds like it's kind of like reverse whispers almost. You know, it's like
Oh, nice. Yeah.
that kind of thing. And it's like, and the storm responds and says, "Speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil."
I thought so. When you said that they're
Yeah,
covering their
yeah.
eyes, their mouths, and their
I
ears,
don't
was
think
like,
I can send a message to anyone. Can I just yell that? Is that a free action?
I think
Sure.
speaking is a free act.
Let's go with
Okay.
that.
So I'll try my best to yell, like, this is what they're saying. Hear no evil, speak no evil, say no evil.
Okay. Anything else?
Since that works so well, I don't want to, anger them, I don't think. I want them to think I'm a friend, so I'll just do Protect Companion.
Okay.
Cantrip on my Eidolon.
Cool. All right.
which is like the raise the shield, basically for her.
Nice. Coco, Jack's on deck.
First up, I'm going to message, because it's a private conversation, I'm going to message the captain, crumpled heap of captain, and I'm going to be like, hey, it's Coco, real quick, what is it that you're trying to do? Because I think I could probably help. I'm pretty good at this stuff.
You see her kind of push herself up onto her knees. She's looking at you, and she responds like, "This is not your fight. I thank you for offering, but save yourself."
Coco's gonna shrug a little bit, and then hear the whole speak no evil, hear no evil, all that stuffy stuff. She's just gonna kind of go towards, because you're still beat up pretty well, right?
Yeah.
And she's going to soothe you. She's not gonna touch you, but she's gonna be like from a distance. She's like, "You're okay."
I've
Like
been
that?
better.
And you gain 10 hit points. And you also now have a +2 status bonus to saves against mental effects.
Okay.
Wow.
Between the two of you healing me, I'm back up to max.
Good. Perfect. That's what I wanted.
That was actually, yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
That's all my actions.
Okay, Jack.
I guess seeing that Grim actually effectively shot a ghost, I'm gonna follow suit and do a ray of frost out at one I can see.
Cool.
Is that evil or is that not evil? Are you
It's
doing
just ice.
evil?
I mean, it's not bad or good. It's just ice.
Yeah, ice is morally neutral.
Morally neutral.
Truly ambivalent.
Okay.
Made an icicle. It's a perfect murder weapon.
I am rolling straight 15s today.
Wow, okay, 15 everything.
15.
Is it 15 total or is it 15 on the...
15 total. I roll a 7 on the die and I have +8 to almost everything.
Nah, that's not enough. I'm
That's
sorry.
a miss.
I was really hoping you were
Fantastic.
saying
Sorry.
you were rolling 15 on the die, which would be
Yeah,
awesome.
that
No, that'd
would've
be
been
great.
nice.
I also use my next action to raise my shield.
Okay. So, just so you made 3 successes in the first round. So you were one step closer to getting through this, right? Okay. Top of the round. The storm swirling around, doing its thing. Sort of the dark clouds kind of roil a bit more. You see them kind of descend a little bit, getting closer down to you. And there's one section, this sort of iris opens up, and you see this crackling red energy kind of come together, and a streak of lightning shoot down on the ship.
Oh,
Let's see who it hits.
Let's make this right again.
this boat lights on fire again.
Uh,
You just fixed it.
Krell,
Oh.
I need you to make a reflex saving throw.
Krell or the Edelon? No, that's right. Reflex.
Doesn't matter.
That's
A
true.
little
The hit
bit.
points would be either way.
There are some minor differences. 8 plus reflex 7, so that's 15.
15. That's what I've
15.
been getting.
That's not enough.
Okay.
Okay, so you see this crack of red lightning streak down and just hit Krell. And you see his form kind of ignite a little bit, kind of just, and turn red real briefly. And it was quickly followed by a crash of thunder. And let's see, you take 18 electricity damage.
Ooh. That's a lot. Lightning is
Ouch,
pretty
gibbles.
bad. It'll mess you
I'm
up.
barely holding on.
Okay, and that's it for me. Azuna, Argo's on deck.
Huh.
What do you at?
We're in danger.
What kind of stuff do I even have for this kind of thing? What kind of checks did you kind of say for like handling the storm?
The principal ones are diplomacy or religion, or if you have a counteract kind of thing, or if you can make one of your skills work in some way, I'm open to that.
Flavor for haunted storm.
Yeah.
think I can do that. I was considering trying to do a performance check to fascinate a ghost. Because I have the fascinating performance ability. Let me read that real quick. I think I need to do a critical success on that.
Oh boy.
Compare the results to the will DC of one observer. If you succeed, they're fascinated for 1 round.
If you want to try it, yeah, you can. If you want to try it, go for it.
Alright.
Sounds like fun.
So I get an additional +1 for the musical accompaniment. That's
Okay.
still going on. So I get a +9 to this roll.
Oh, good.
I rolled a 19 on the die. That's 28.
That's a critical success.
I fascinated a spirit.
You did. You 100% did. Which one of the
amazing.
3 do you want to fascinate?
Well, it can't be seen or evil. Perhaps. Speak now.
Oh, they speak no evil.
Yeah.
So one of the ghosts comes out as you perform, comes out of the storm, and just looks at you. Kind of floats around. Cool. I'm gonna count that as a success. That's cool.
That is cool.
And do you want to do anything else? Want to try to interact with it in some way, or?
In order to kind of mimic it during the dance, I take the fan and I hold it over my mouth and I'll shut it
Oh, cool.
as kind of the mimicry of speaking no evil. Close
Yeah.
my mouth.
Nice. So it starts to dance with you,
Or
and as you move, it's rolling around you and moving around with you, and you have like a little ghost accompaniment,
noise.
a ghost dancing partner. Anything else?
No, because I'm lashed to the mast. How is the captain doing?
That's right. Stormlight. She's gotten up and she's running down the main deck towards the wheel, towards Lucky.
I don't have anything in particular that can help her. I'll use prestidigitation to kind of tidy her up some so that whenever she reconfronts it, she's looking more bolstered.
Okay, sounds good. Argo, Grim's on deck.
One of those untidy bloodstains.
All right. So you had mentioned religion was another one.
Yep.
So I guess I would like to make a religion check to figure out exactly what kind of deal is going on here and the best way to appeal
Okay.
to that.
You're trained in this, I presume, right?
Yes. +7. A 22.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you wish to do?
Just this reminds me of something I've read about. Yes, these spirits, they're motivated by...
Oh, I have to fill in. Okay. This is the way they're behaving, and they're filled with rage, and so they're really motivated by almost like a blind rage over past grievances, past things that have happened to them, and to them. What those circumstances are, you don't know, but you do know that this is definitely like a rage storm.
Goliath. Okay, is that information?
And you can talk to it. That's going to count as a success if you want to try and pacify it with some language,
Yeah, I will try some
or present your holy
diplomacy, I
symbol or
guess.
something. No, you don't need to.
Oh.
You already succeeded.
So yeah, I would just be like, I don't speak. Can they understand me?
They've understood other people so far.
Summing up as much sincerity as you can. No, peace is the way. Let go your hatred. It'll only be destructive, not just to us, but to yourselves. It'll leave you in a state of perpetual torture.
I almost want to make you make a deception check. But
I mean,
I know.
technically that's true,
yes, I understand. No, I'm teasing. Cool.
but he doesn't do that himself.
So you see some of these other spirits. They kind of look at you. They hear your words around you, and they fly by you. They fly through you, and they turn from this weird cold white. They come out of when they merge through you. They are now like a brilliant blue white. They kind of get calmer, a kind of different look. So they're kind of piercing through you, and they start to calm down because of your presence and your words. Anything
Okay.
else?
Is that all one action or?
That was one of your things. You have two more.
Yeah. Might as well use them all because this is a pretty dire situation. I'm going to perform a healing ritual,
Okay.
which is a performance check.
Okay.
21.
That's a success. What do you do?
So basically, looking rather prayerful and calm, and just appealing to the spirits, and trying to. I'm not a monk or anything like that, but just
Did
sort
you
of
say you're performing a healing ritual or you're performing?
Performing.
Okay, a healing ritual. Got it.
yeah. I don't have. It's an actual magic. I'm just sort of
Blessing.
like a TV preacher, just
Yeah.
trying to
Burning the sage and
yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Going through the ritual motions. Yeah. Not actually doing the spell. Cool. Yeah. Anything else?
It's two. Should pick something else. I'm gonna raise my shield
Okay.
just in case this doesn't work.
Fair enough.
Can't go wrong with raise out a shield.
That's true. Okay. Grim, Krell's on deck.
So you said the ghosts were flying right up next to us?
Yeah.
Great, then they're in melee range.
They are in melee range.
Love that. So I use my weapon infusion. That's a lovely speech. So I use my weapon infusion feature.
No! Fuck you!
Peace is the way. That sounds great. And some liquid metal forms into the shape of a whip, which will also have the agile trait
Ooh.
for my purposes.
Yeah.
Which reduces the multi-attack penalty. And I'm going to attack some ghosts.
Yeah, they're just corporal enough.
All right. The first one is a 15 to hit. Okay.
Nope, sorry.
So it goes, and then this second one will only be a -4 instead of a -5 because the agile trait. Oh, that's way better. That is a 23.
That's a hit.
Excellent. This will do slashing damage. I will say it does. Oh, so much. 5 slashing damage.
Okay. So you see one that was kind of with its covering its ears, and it looks kind of beat up anyway. But you slash through it, and it kind of slices it in half. You see parts of it crumble, like its face as it slices in half as falls apart.
Okay, and then for my third action, I create and raise a shield.
Nice, beautiful.
Which metal carapace is cool like that.
That is
So
super
it just
cool.
sort of out.
Yeah, you're like the Guyver. Cool. Nice. All right, Krell, Coco's on deck.
I think the first thing I'll do is cast Harm at second. Well, 2 action points, so it gets an extra D8 to heal myself. So 7 plus 8 healing.
15.
Yep. So just like necrotic. Actually, I can actually heal my Eidolon. So and that actually heals me too. So just a dark kind of energy flows between both of us, and I seem to re-knit, bones and everything. So that's what is that? It's 15.
I have concerns about our new companion.
Heal. 15. And then I'd actually like to do deception, since I can kind of do that as diplomacy with the charming liar.
That is true. That is true.
As you can see, you can't really harm me. I'll just grow right back. And if you don't stop, I'm gonna have to send my minion over there with the holy symbol in the Necril, so only me and the spirits.
No, I don't understand it because you're speaking I don't know what he said, but I don't trust it.
Do you suppose bones can float with no fat on them?
What'd you get?
I think they
8
see-
plus 8, 16.
Not enough.
Ah, dang it.
Sorry. Yeah. So as the storm responds by thundering, and just you see these ghosts kind of fly at you a bit more, just dive at you.
I can't do that for another hour, so.
Okay.
You can only lie to the same person once an hour, I think. I'm pretty sure.
All right, Coco, Jack's on deck.
Gotta read my character more.
Okay. I'm gonna point at the ghosts that are kind of like nearby-ish and be like,
Oh, it's once per conversation. That's
it's interesting. The spells don't tell you if they're like verbal, somatic, etc. I guess sort of happen. So Coco's just gonna kind of like lash out with an arm, and you're gonna see. Well, it says this is called Vitality Lash.
Okay.
So it says you demolish a target's corrupted essence with energy from Creation's Forge,
Wow.
and you deal 2d6 vitality damage. What are you pointing at for me?
So concentrate and manipulate are your keys for what kind of things it takes up.
Oh, I see. Okay. So 2d6 vitality damage, and it's a fortitude save.
Okay.
DC is, I think, 18? Yeah, 18.
I rolled a natural 1.
Hmm.
So
Critical success.
I have failed.
Oh, critical.
Coconut's gonna get
No,
you.
no, my save is pretty high, but not enough for that.
If it's critically failed, it is also enfeebled 1 until the start of
No,
the next
it's not
turn.
a critical failure. Sorry.
That's fair.
oh wow, even with a 1.
6 vitality damage.
What's this look like? As you blow it up or destroy it? What kind you want to target? What happens?
Yeah, well, I think I would target one of the ones that is like just whatever's nearest kind of. I'm just lashing out at it. It has a range of 30 feet, so this is more like just like go away kind of, and it just kind of, Spider-Man's away. It gets,
Okay.
like Thanos snapped
Nice.
in my mind. It just gone.
Cool. Anything else?
Dan, are you okay with health?
I healed myself for a decent amount.
Okay, all right.
I'm okay. I'm at 23 of 34.
I'm gonna just yeah, I don't really have anything else that seems super useful at the moment.
Okay.
You're beat up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to you and be like, we're in this together, and I'm gonna cast lifelink on him.
Okay.
So that means you recover 1d4 hit points right now, and anytime you take damage, I take 3 of that for you instead.
You have to roll the 1d4.
Oh yeah, 3.
Cool.
That's it. That's all.
All right, Jack.
Okay. My options are limited to Ray of Frost at the moment, so I'm going to try that again.
Okay.
Can I count that?
It's on the dice. It's flat. It is an 18.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
18 plus
didn't
8.
technically bounce out.
Count it. Yeah, that's a hit.
That is
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
Okay. Damage, right.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I'm just
You rolled
What do you
higher
mean I
than a
hit it?
7. Congratulations.
for 4 cold damage.
Yeah. What's this look like?
Yeah, Jack's just kind of like, just reaching out a hand and pointing, and like ice kind of like forms at his fingertip and shoots out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So one explodes. Shards of like frozen ghosts fall on you. Cool. Anything else?
I'm gonna raise a shield.
Okay. So yeah, top of the round then.
How many? Was that 5 successes that round?
That was you needed at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
So you got the 3. So we're going to the third round. If you get 3 successes, you'll win. Or if you kill one more of the well, if you kill one more of the souls, that'll stop it from intensifying. Not won't succeed the encounter. Right?
But it would
Gotcha.
still be good.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So Stormeye, she goes over. She takes the wheel from Lucky, and he's just like, okay, and she starts shouting more commands to the other crew members, like, batten down the hatches, and
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to brush up a bit more on my sailor jargon. I didn't.
Trim
do
the
it.
hair.
Yeah.
Tighten
Yeah.
the quartermast.
Something about the yardarm.
Ship the jibs.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Please.
Yeah.
Do
And
the things. Yeah.
so, but you do see, and she does shout at Lucky to get in position, and so Lucky and a couple of the other crew members start climbing the rigging towards the crow's nest. Okay. So then the storm.
Dangerous as hell.
Let's see. The storm does this. The winds kick up again, and everyone on the deck make a reflex saving throw.
I am going to use lucky superstition to give myself +1.
18.
Success.
Ooh, nope. I am using my hero point.
I will also use my hero point.
Okay.
That was
That's a 4 on that.
Fantastic.
I
22.
failed.
Okay.
It's very low.
probably still a
Fortitude?
fail. 15.
Reflex.
Reflex. Not much better.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay.
15.
Nope.
Well, it would have been a crit fail the other way.
Oh, okay.
14.
I rolled real garbage.
What was that?
14.
Nope.
I'm also using my hero
Well, I
point
don't-
because I
Okay.
rolled a nat 1.
Oof.
Yeah.
Now it
That's
is
success,
a
success.
dirty 20.
I also
Okay,
rolled a
success.
nat 1 the first time.
Okay.
Not having that.
So anybody who did not get 18, you take 8 slashing damage from the wind, and if you're not tied down, you move 10 feet. Those of you who have succeeded, if you are not tied down, you move. I think you're all tied down still, right? Okay, cool. And then in a fit of rage, as a storm roils up, you see these all the souls kind of swirl up in this kind of apex. They form this one giant kind of face together, and it just lashed out this scream. I need all of you to make fortitude saving throws.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That's
As its immense howl of pain, accompanied by thunder.
That's going to be my hero point.
22.
But
what is it?
Success.
42?
Fortitude saving.
17.
No.
20 altogether.
Yes.
18 on the die plus 6.
Oh, nice.
10.
Good.
I only had a 14.
No. No. Okay, failures. If you have failed to save, you take 4 sonic and 4 negative damage. So if 8 total. But I split it out in case because it matters for Krell.
Fair.
And if you have succeeded, you just take the take 4 sonic. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the storm's turn. Azuna.
Did you,
Whether
did
I
you take
succeed or
damage?
fail, it's the same result for me.
You
Yes.
only take 1,
Oh, okay.
and I take 3 of those from you.
Oh, okay. I mean,
That's how this works.
All right.
In favor of still playing nice, I'm going to try and this time interact with a. Let's see. Fear no evil,
Okay.
because I've already interacted with the other 2.
I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus because your last turn.
And I'm going to use Prestidigitation to create a temporary object of negligible bulk made of congealed magical substance. Looks crude and artificial and is extremely fragile. Can be used as a tool, weapon, or locus, or it can't be used as a tool, weapon, or locus, or cost for spell. I'm going to make it a flower of some kind and kind of offer it as a peace offering.
Okay. Cool.
Would that be like a diplomacy?
Yes.
Or...
Diplomacy check.
Yeah, +2 circumstance.
17 on the die, baby.
Nice.
That'll be enough. What's the bonus?
26 total.
Yeah.
Not a critical success, but definitely a success.
Nice.
Cool. So as you hold up the flower, it was the Sinu evil, right?
The here no.
Here evil, yeah. Comes up and looks at it, kind of fascinated, removes its hands from its ears, grabs the flower and it starts to bring it up towards the center of the storm.
Release it.
Cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Investigation is a 2-action thing. And I
Okay.
don't have much for 1.
Argo, Grim's on deck.
Oh, yeah. I've heard bad. So, I'm going to cast Vitality Lash at one of the spirits.
Okay.
Come to my hand to feel the peace and end of your rage.
Commences to choke the ghost.
Come here to me.
So that is a Fortitude save. Where's my Fortitude?
Your class DC is probably like 16 to 18 somewhere. It's just in your base.
17.
Fail.
Ah, they take 2d6 damage.
Do you recover the same amount? That's what spells.
9.
Oh yeah, you obliterate it. What does this look like?
If it fell for that gambit, it touches and like it kind of just looks like it fades away peacefully, but like I surge with minor healing as the as it
Oh wow.
fades away. Yeah, I had to go back to the regular.
Yeah.
Being the
Oh,
Like-
so that heals you?
because I have sap life,
Oh, interesting.
so I regain hit points equal to your spell rank. So that's 2.
Yep.
You do.
Cool.
It's
That's
like 2
cool.
hit points, but it's more. I had 3, so
You were down.
Yeah. That's
yeah, I'm down
Okay.
to 2.
ooh. That's okay. Cool. Anything else?
I'm going to leave.
Downstairs.
Going downstairs.
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 How long is the rope though?
What?
Are you sharing a rope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're lashed together. We're lashed to a banister thing into each other.
Okay.
I was gonna heal you.
Oh.
Turn because I have my healing thing.
All right. So you see me start to go down the stairs.
Argo, I can heal you.
You can heal me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I don't understand how it works, but it does.
It's your turn.
Okay. So for my first action, I'm going to use my new impulse, which is Ocean's Bomb. It is a one-action thing. A Blessing of Living Sea solves wounds and douses flames. That one's not relevant, but touch a willing creature. It regains 1d8. Oh, it's actually 2d8 now because I'm level 2. So
Oh,
this is pretty
really?
solid.
Wow.
I can. It has a cooldown though. Once I do this, I can't do it to him again for another 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So it has limitations,
That's good though.
but it's pretty solid. That's
It's
D8.
only
Okay.
a 10-minute cooldown.
Yeah.
So you regain 7 hit points, and then I'm going to use a 2-action impulse of Tidal Hands, which can either form 2 15-foot cones of rushing water or 1 30-foot cone. So I'm going to do whichever I think will hit more ghosts.
Oh, 30-foot cone. Yeah.
So all right, so just one big 30-foot cone of water rushes out from me. Each creature in the wave will take damage with a reflex save. My class DC is 18.
Oh, I save.
Boo!
Sorry.
Boo! Then I guess they don't take the damage.
I'm sorry. I had 18 on the die. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. And that was a 2-action impulse, so that's all of
Okay.
my actions for the turn.
I
Cool.
raised the shield.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Krell,
Raise.
Coco's on deck.
Good call.
I think I'm going to do diplomacy again.
Okay.
With me and the maiden. And
Okay.
what should I tell them? Well, they didn't believe my lie. Okay, so I was lying.
So I was lying before, but you can trust me now,
She
right?
seemed really angry, but let's all calm down and talk this over. Oh, 17 and 18 on the dice.
2 successes.
Plus 8. They liked it being honest, I guess.
Yeah. No, so they respond as they hear your words. The storm kind of retreats up to the sky and starts to move away, start to dissipate a little bit as the spirits themselves kind of, you see them almost one by one kind of disappearing into the storm as it moves away. It's still kind of dark and stuff. But yeah, we have to. Anything further?
How much life do I have left? Sorry, 1 second. 19. I should be okay.
Yeah.
I guess I will just. I haven't. I'll just whatever. There are 3 main ghosts, the sea and here and.
Yes.
Okay, and then there's a bunch of little ones.
Well, no, they're all different.
There's
types.
multiples of each
Yeah.
type. Okay. I don't want to hit them because I'm trying to be nice. So I guess I'll just do my protect spell to get +1
Okay.
defense again. My protect companion.
Okay. So at this point, you have done enough to survive and succeed and pass the hazard. If you want, if we can have your turns, if you want to play it out, it's up to you.
I'd love to still do something.
Sure. Okay. You're up. You're up. Jack's on deck.
All right. I'm gonna make a shameless request of the storm.
Okay.
Hey, Storm.
Hey, Storm, it's me, Coco.
Oh God.
So this technically it reduces any DC increases for making an outrageous request by 2. And if I roll a critical failure, it just counts as a failure instead. Don't know if that applies, but
Okay.
so she's just gonna kind of be like, hey, why don't you just give the captain what it wants and float off and do all the nice things that you could do? Because you know what? It's pretty cool that you don't have a body. I used to not have a body once. It was great. That kind of a
Okay.
vibe.
Do you have to roll for this, or is this?
It is still a diplomacy check, so
Okay.
yes, I do. Oh my god, it hit all the things.
You
It
used
was
your hero
it
point?
was a nat 1.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, sure, you used your hero point.
I already used my hero
Do
point.
you have the one
Can
on
I
the
take
table?
this?
Succeeded. Did we
We
already
did.
succeed?
Do we want?
Yeah.
Do we want the
To the
storm to
ta-
give the captain what she wants?
Re-roll it. Use the table one.
Is that okay with
Yeah,
everyone?
that's
I
right.
kind of want to see what comes of this.
I want to know what the captain's so obsessed with.
That is a 17.
That's not enough.
Man.
That's close. I'm sorry.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Even with the reduction of 2 by the
Oh.
shameless request.
Oh no, that changes it.
Shameless request.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a success because you needed 16 then.
Oh, good. I
Yeah.
nailed it then.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Good. And
Worth it.
yeah. So you see these different kinds of ghosts some of them start to form little groups and coalesce and start to spin around the center of this. Yeah. Jack.
Do you want to do anything? You don't have to.
You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
Well, yeah, because I feel like shooting them while they might give us our stuff. Probably not ideal.
Yeah.
Yes, even Grim, who's been attacking them this whole time, is like, oh, I guess we can stop now.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill out and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as the storm there's more rolls of thunder, and there's like fading little blips of redness at the edges of the storm. As dark clouds kind of spin away, just these entities start to form, and they coalesce. They turn into this glowing white object, and it descends slowly down. And Lucky's just like, "Ugh!" He's reaching up from the crow's nest, and he picks up and grabs it,
Oh.
and he immediately just kind of pulls down real close, and that's where we take a break.
Oh, interesting. Ooh. Oh. Curious.
As long as it's not some sort of charm, then we'll be after his lucky charms.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my god.
Come on,
Damn it!
no.
There you go, Chuck.
It's you this time! Oh my god! We love you, Chalker!
All right,
Okay.
I'm back.
this
Campaign
one.
no quota.
Look,
but-
I have got different ones for the different amounts of people. We are back live. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
Cool.
The music stopped.
Striper. We do remember Striper, but there's another
Striper's, I mean,
Striper was a
Popular.
Christian,
one. No, yeah, metal.
I had no idea. Well,
I also can't even think of a song by them. I just
yeah, I know.
recognize the name, so.
Yeah, same here. I don't know.
Where are we?
So a ball of light.
Yeah, no, I know.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
we're
a
coming back.
storm?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got tired all of a sudden. I'm saying, whoops.
Oh no, it's fine. I was like, are we playing more?
No, we are.
Just long silence. I'm like,
No, so like,
And then what happens? Well, good night, everybody.
yeah, and that's it.
After the long break, we're out.
See ya.
Thanks for
We've
staying
got to
during
do
the
that
intermission.
honors
We're
before.
done now.
Yeah.
we got to do that honors before. I'm like, oops.
Oh, yeah, we took a break and we all realized we don't
Yeah,
want to
we
play
don't
right
wanna
now.
we don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah, we want to go to bed. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, okay. So everyone in cyberspace, thanks for hanging out with us and checking out our game. Right now we're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. That's for our Monday campaign. However, Mr. Avis runs Hunters on Wednesday, which is
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
Space.
Then
Bounty Hunters.
Yes. Nice.
Don't let me oversell it, though.
And then Sunday we have co-DMs for Kingdom of Steam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steampunk, low magic stuff. Also D&D.
Nice. So feel free to check out our other content and the games, so to speak. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff, I suppose.
Join the Discord.
Join our Discord.
And the Discord.
That way you can get the Wednesday campaign.
So it's where we share memes.
Oh my gosh.
So many memes.
Yes.
Oh.
Fun
puns.
channel. Come
So
on.
many puns.
So many memes. Tough to keep track of sometimes. But all right, so here we go. Put the fizz back on and get the music back going. No, let's do that one. Okay. Right. So, after the skies clear, you see Lucky quickly descend the rigging. Captain Thorne goes out and meets him down at the base. You see him hand over the white object. You know, it looks from what you're seeing so far, it looks kind of spherical. If you want to get a close look at it, make a perception check.
I think we're all nosy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 21.
14.
12.
Nat 20.
Whoa.
Hey.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Grim is crazy gross.
Apparently.
I'm bleeding too much now.
Shiny.
Um.
I'll look at the shiny.
Right. So there's enough of you have enough successes here that you can share information too, stuff like that. So the glowing object, appears to be an oversized. It looks like the size of a bowling ball. Almost. It's pretty large. It looks to be some kind of eye. And yeah, and then it's got carvings on it that look like have an iris, like an open eyelid, that kind of stuff, and or just looks like just an eyeball, tucked away. Yeah. You see Lucky hand it over to the captain. She cradles it, tucks it close to her chest, and what she do? Sorry. She pulls out her compass. She consults it, quickly shuts it, puts it back, and then she retreats to her cabin.
Does he's taking the eye with her?
Yeah, she's taking the eye with her. Yep. So the rest of the crew, they descend. They come back down from the rigging. They look around, and they're behaving a little bit weirdly. So Rorok starts to look and examine the water.
Okay.
He's looking at it very carefully. Lucky goes back to the helm and he starts to watch the sails, and others move around the boat trying to find some semblance of something familiar. And you're quickly realizing that these are unfamiliar waters.
Oh.
Now, what do you wish to do?
I could check if the eye thing is religious, artifact or something, but
Okay.
not arcane. I don't know if someone else can. I kind of like to identify that item, like if I know of anything about it.
Okay. You can use what you know. You
I'll
can
try
do,
religion.
There's lore. Do you have any particular lores
Oh.
for it?
No, just gaming.
Okay.
Gambling is my only lore. Yeah. I have a 19 though, plus 4 for religion, so 23.
It doesn't. It doesn't seem to be of any religious significance that you know of.
Okay.
And you're thinking about it quite a bit. You're going through your rituals and like paraphernalia and other kind of instruments used in these things, and nothing's really coming to mind. Okay. Other people.
I'll talk to Lucky since I have the best rapport with him.
I'll
Okay.
go with him, actually.
Okay.
Are you going to? Or?
Sure, I'll
I'm leaning on Grim.
yeah. There we go. Come on, you can do it. I can heal you again in 10 minutes, but it kind of sorry.
Oh wait. I can do it to myself. So, Lucky, is there a reason I'm bleeding so badly? I mean, other than the damage I took. Why? What just happened? Could you help me out? Could you help our brother Argo out?
Make a diplomacy check for me. If you're afraid you two are helping him, you can give him, I guess, a +2 circumstance bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, did the captain find what she was looking for?
Okay, 16, 24.
24. Yeah, it's well, it was quite the storm, wasn't it? It's
Stirring.
yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff out here. There's a lot of history, a lot of bad things happen, and sometimes when they do, they kind of don't leave a certain spot. This happened to be one of those spots. Yeah, like this. There was an old mutiny here. That the captain's old crew, and their bodies are below the waves, and yeah, we just had to get something back.
Oh. I am shocked and flabbergasted that Captain's former crew would have mutinied against her.
Well, no, it wasn't against her.
Oh, she was part of it.
I didn't say that.
Maybe they mutinied against Dabs.
Just happen to
Grim
be in
is
the
that
same
meme
idea.
where there's a bunch of like numbers floating in front of the face, like trying to think, like, wait, what?
Somebody else want to ask a question like this in the notes?
I'd actually like to do a sense direction survival check,
Okay.
which
That sounds useful.
can give you on a success you gain enough orientation to become to avoid becoming hopelessly lost. And if you're in an environment with cardinal directions, you have a sense of those directions. If I get a critical success, I have an excellent sense of where we are.
Okay.
I'm going to use Phase Fortune. That's once per day. I can basically roll standard D&D style advantage on it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay.
I have +8.
I can't wait till the DM says you're in the water.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
nice.
Yes. 26. Is that right? Yeah. 26.
First of all, the most important, we're in the water right now.
Okay.
Sanity.
What was it between success and critical success?
Success is you just kind of know your orientation.
General kind of orientation versus exactly where you are.
Yeah. Hold up again. Critical success is you have an excellent sense of where you are. If you're in an environment with cardinal directions, you know them exactly. Success is you gain enough orientation to avoid becoming hopelessly lost.
Okay.
If you're in an environment with cardinal directions, you have a sense of those directions. So it gives me
You
an
know
idea.
kind
Like,
of
hey,
this
if we
is
go
more.
this way-ish, we won't be lost forever.
Right. Okay. So
The sun should tell
Yeah,
us.
it's a success.
Okay,
Yeah, you were close to a good success. That's why I asked. I'm sorry.
that's cool.
Yeah. So with this, you realize that you've been blown way off course. But even though you're looking around, even with the nothing around you but ocean, you get a sense that if you head southeast, you will head back towards home, essentially where you started. But you also get a sense that if you travel, like if you just go straight west, you might end up in a different habitable location.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of like to go up to where you guys are talking to Lucky. Like, oh, good thing we're not lost, because that way over there, and I point off to the west. There's like definitely probably something we could settle in over there. Or if we wanted to go back home, it's just right that way ish. I had Conti be a little compass. He just kept the same direction all the time as we were going, and he kept track of where we've been.
Has he weirdly been always facing the same direction as
Yeah,
he
yeah.
walks?
Just like inside your pumpkin head is
yeah.
like in that way.
That's
Little
awesome.
compasses used to put on the dashboard.
That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Awesome.
So I assume that this thing is what she just got back? The thing that she lost with the old crew?
Yeah. Yes. So, well, you got something back. Are you still talking to Lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, it's. She wasn't really forthcoming with a lot of details about what it was. We just know it's important, and then we had to get it to her. So, we got it for her.
You showed it to her. Did she seem excited, worried, or anything?
She seemed. I don't know. Make a diplomacy check.
Yeah, boy, 19 on the die plus 6, 25.
Okay. Well, because you sense that he was a little resistant to the line of questioning, like he shouldn't be giving up all these details. That's why. But he's like, yeah, she seemed really focused, like really intense, like I'd say excited, obsessed, something. I mean, there was definitely something there going on. Yeah.
Did she at least give us a heading
No.
before walking off?
No.
Must be pretty important then.
She will. She always does.
Did the thing you grabbed, did it feel anything? Did it have an energy to it? Or
Oh yeah, it was wild. Yeah, it felt like warm and cold at the same time. It felt heavy, but at the same time like I could be weightless. I don't know, it was just I felt a clarity.
Did it look at you?
Well, in a manner of speaking, I guess, yeah. Other things?
Does anybody on deck seem injured?
Yeah. Because every time the rain lashed out, people took damage. So there's a bunch of the crew are pretty beat up. Yes, they weren't able to run around and heal themselves. Yeah, but there is the ship's mage is going around tending with what magic she has to try to help the crew. Yeah, which it's not much, but because she's not a medic.
Plus you on medicine. I have musical accompaniment, low volume, just kind of like just be there.
Okay.
And I'll be the gopher for anything that people might need for now, I guess.
Okay.
I can do medicine. I don't know if I'm going to spend, unless somebody's dying, I'm not going to blow a healing spell until I get, unless I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a long rest here. Let's see, medicine is +7. So should I make one for every person or just?
You can just do a one for everybody, for a few people.
17.
Yeah, like you're able to help out a couple of the crew, like kind of perform some basic first aid and triage, and get them.
Nice on this.
Yeah.
Get elevated.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you're just patching him up. You know, nothing major, but you're helping up a little bit. Anybody else wish to do anything?
Yeah. If I've still got my kinetic gate open, so I'm gonna run around and do Ocean's Balm on the people who look most injured.
What does Ocean's Balm do?
It heals people.
Huh.
Yeah, like it puts out fires and heals people.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And you can do that as many times as you want? Or like...
As long as my gate is open, yes.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's
How long is your gate's open for? 10 minutes or no?
I think it's 10 minutes. I was just trying to look that up, actually.
Okay. Yeah. So you go around and you see, even though Rorak is staring at the water, examining it, you noticed he was beaten up, like he's got a lot of just lacerations and stuff, and you help him out a bit, and who else? Oh, the Dragonborn, the quartermaster. They call him. He goes by Scales. He was also you also help him point out about a lot too.
Okay.
Cool.
Coco's gonna help too. Not by like healing anybody. They're going to use prestidigitation to warm the clothes of all the people.
Oh, yeah. I'll
You wanna
follow
dry their clothes?
Behind him, and suck the moisture out into a little ball and throw it into the
Well, I can
water.
do that too.
Oh wow! Look at you, your own cleaning service.
I can do that too.
Okay. So
Don't want anybody to get the shivers or something.
yeah. Cool. Dry people off. Dry folk. Okay. Anyone else wish to do anything?
Are you a gourd or what? What are
I'm
you?
a coconut.
A coconut.
Coconut.
Okay.
Coco.
Gotcha.
Coconut.
Oh, that
Very
makes sense.
creative name. My druid was not creative with names, even though they're a gnome. You'd think they'd have been better at it.
Mine was very creative.
Yes.
Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound anything like pumpkin.
True.
I was gonna go try and talk to the captain at some point, but I don't want to like rush it. If you guys want to do, like other stuff.
I talked to my little pixie friend. Are they still around?
They're terrified, but yeah, not for much longer, really. I guess.
Can they understand me?
I think they made that. That's why I had to talk to them, right?
Yeah, that's right. They don't speak. They don't understand. All right. I wouldn't know that you told it terrifying, scary things. I'm gonna. Can you ask my little friend here? Coco doesn't smile because she can't really smile, but like wobbles head friendlily at the pixie. Can you ask if they can go and listen at the window of the captain's cabin? Real sneaky. See if maybe the captain's talking in the bay. Just
Okay.
ask real nice.
Yeah,
'Cause they're a new friend.
right. And I look over at the little fairy, and I'm like, "Hey, Infey, we need you have a job. You have to do it.
You have to do it.
You've got to go and check on the window of the captain of the ship. Don't get seen. If you get seen,
No. Jesus.
so just go over there, find out what she's doing in there, and then come back here and tell me." Or
Coco's just like,
I'm sorry, but if you don't do it,
I can't
she's gonna
protect
eat you.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, do you want me to make an intimidation check?
No.
no, thank you, no need.
No, there's no need.
Oh, no.
No, I'm rolling stealth
Oh,
for the pixie.
Oh, great.
pixie.
Okay, so the pixie looks up, kind of just nods slowly, jaw kind of slack.
Okay, friendly.
Floating.
Friendly style is just waving a little finger at it as it goes. Like, hey,
I'm gonna get you.
my friend. yeah, right. I'll crush you with my fingers. It's just all the good intention over here. All the soot energy coming off of this guy
Yeah.
right now.
He flutters over near one of the windows on the captain's quarters, kind of peeks out over you. Then it tucks in, and he kind of listens closely. Yeah. So while she's doing that, anything else was doing anything?
Is the boat damaged at all?
It is. People are, but it's nothing that not like the explosion. You know, it's some minor things here and there, but the crew is on it, and they seem to be fine.
Once I'm done kind of helping people on deck, I'm going to go and check on the passengers.
Okay.
Oh, down below.
Yeah. Specifically, I want to check on the dwarf.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you go down below, and people are like, various degrees of relief. Some people are just like, "Oh my God, thank God we got through that." Other people are just like, I mean, they're all shell shocked. They're just different ways to express it, And you see Dave, not Dave, Mog. He's
Ghost.
yeah, he's down there, and hold on, I gotta pull up his little shoot. There he is. Oh, you see him there, kind of sharpening his axe.
Oh, I wouldn't. I want some backup on this. Grim, isn't it? Could I? Would you accompany me? I would like to talk to our dwarven friend, not you.
We're pretty sure we figured out who killed Dave.
More to tell.
So, you remember hearing tell that Dave betrayed his clan and stole money from them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone else from the same clan as Dave is aboard the boat, so we kind of think that he him on account of,
The stealing.
from the clan. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Quick question.
Yeah.
Do we know where we're keeping Dave's body?
Oh.
Oh.
What?
That's suddenly pertinent now.
What do you
A
think?
shape swapping
I
thing?
could shape swap.
Oh! Oh!
You should.
Wow.
If you want to, we can make that happen.
I am concerned.
I don't think we gave him the burial at sea yet.
Do it.
I
I don't
think
remember.
first we're gonna get an answer, and maybe see where this goes. And if not, I might have to come back as the ghost of Dave.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. So you're gonna talk to him first. That.
Yeah,
Okay.
First, I'm just gonna go with see
Okay.
how this goes.
Did you tell
Okay.
me this? So I want to kind of maybe integrate it into
I've recently learned a neat trick. I can swap appearances with someone else. Being that our dearly deceased is not conscious, I can just do that. I need to.
not conscious is an interesting way of phrasing it.
That's
Pretty
not
permanently.
wrong.
But,
Technically correct.
Oh, God.
Interesting.
I could steal his form for 24 full hours, if need be.
Be Dave for a day.
So just kind of randomly going, how you doing? Come up to Mog. Oh, Mog. It's Mog, right? Stonefist?
Aye.
How you doing? Did you survive the storm okay?
Well, it was quite a rolling trip, don't you think, huh?
Oh, terribly. I sorry to say at one point I relieved myself of lunch.
Oh, you and me both. Oy, I get a whole corner back there full of my piss.
He volunteered that pretty easily.
But there's nothing to really worry about. There's a powerful enchantment on this ship.
Aye.
The spirits of those who have died before protect it, guide it. As a cleric, I've seen this sort of thing before, and in fact, to a limited degree, I have the same power. The spirits of those who die here are not truly gone.
Oh, he kind of puts his axe down. Is that a fact?
I'm afraid it is, yes, but it's a wonderful thing when we think about the protection and the way we can still communicate with it.
Let's make a deception check.
Peace.
Ten.
You know, I think there's a saying for people that like you, who just kind of talk. Trying to remember it. I think back home we say you're blowing smoke up me arse.
I'm not into that.
Well, neither was the goblin. I had like
What?
nothing.
Nothing. I want you to sit down over here.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's true. I mean, that would explain why the spirits attacked the boat a moment ago.
But they were outside the boat.
Aye, but spirits are drawn to spirits.
In fact,
Like kin.
I cast Spirit Ward to make this.
What's this do? What's this look like?
Right, I draw energy. I draw nearby spiritual energy or echoes of the spirits you invoke throughout your life to temporarily ward living flesh against dangerous spirits. It grant you a target. That's not matter. So I guess it just kind of looks like spirits sort of animate and like strengthen me. It gives me a bonus versus saving throws and stuff like
Okay.
that. But yeah, it's,
Yeah.
you see the sort of sheen. I know what I'm talking about.
That's a neat trick you have there. Do they have names?
Leroy? Jenkins?
Well played.
And
Poop.
oh, Dave.
Oh, Dave. Oh, it's a shame what happened to him.
Isn't it though?
No, I.
Did you know Dave?
In what sense?
Have you met him before? But sailed on this boat?
Well, just because we have the same last name, you think we all know each other?
I was implying that.
Well, I mean, that'd be a big part. I'm sure it's coincidentally two dwarves could have the same clan name and not know each other.
Well, you think we all look alike too? Do I look like this guy over here? No.
Don't say it, Lauren.
For a minute there, I start talking. Wait a minute.
Look, our braids are bearded in a completely different fashion.
Right! See, you get it!
No, I'm sure. You wouldn't want to be related to him anyway, from what I've heard.
No, of course I'm not related.
No, not. I mean, Dave.
I'm neither of them.
Yeah, he,
I'm trying to go visit my brother. That's why I'm here.
he was a. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, especially one of them who's protecting me, but he was a clan betrayer.
Well, in that case, he spits on the ground.
Can I? What is it? What would it be?
Sense motive?
Sense motive.
Which is a perception thing?
Did you share what you were doing with the vegetable people over here?
I did not.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
We have a subcommittee over here.
Yeah. No. I like that this group is kind of currently fractured a little bit.
God damn it!
I would also like to kind of do so.
You're not good at lying.
I'm very good at lying. It's I can't do anything against a one.
16.
There
on
is
the
one
sense
chip on the
motive.
table that you just earned. You can
Okay.
use it.
All right.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Yes, there is.
So I just cast my die away. I'll use the digital dice. Not much better. 12.
Okay.
It's just not a 1.
Yeah, no for you, but yes for you.
Yep, it's-
Sense motive?
Yep.
Yeah, you're getting the sense that he's obfuscating. He's not telling the whole truth. Like, he is not outright lying, but he's not being honest. Or he's trying to, and also he's trying to find a way for you to leave him alone.
Anyway, I'm sure clan business is clan business. Who am I to care about that? It's a thing of dwarves, right?
Deeply personal.
However, the captain is actually the ultimate authority on board. If she were to find who murdered one of her crew members. Well, I've taken up too much of your time as it is.
You have, yeah.
We'll be moving on.
Need to go back to sharpening the axe.
Very sharp axe. You know, Dave was killed with. Oh.
No.
Can I make one last intimidation check?
Sure.
Trying to kind of put him on edge. As it
They're
were.
menacing on the way out.
God damn it! I can't roll shit today. 10.
Nah, sorry. He just looks at you, glares at you as you walk away.
Awkward.
Yeah, right. All right, so, do you want to do the pixie first, or do you want to do?
Oh, well, yeah. Do them at the same time, pretty much.
With you?
I don't know if Pixie. Do you want to spy for a little while?
I mean, we did not converse about
Oh,
this.
no one's talked
so...
to me about anything.
Yeah, well, you're a stranger. We don't know. You're also a skeleton.
We also are very aware of your skeleton.
Yeah. The skeleton walking around with a cold woman.
Yeah, I'll lean over
Okay.
back into place and be like,
Oh, you're gonna call back the pixie?
yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you see?
Well, she was looking at the round thing, looked like an eyeball. Couldn't hear her. She was kind of whispering to it.
She's talking to it.
Yeah. And she was always going back to her maps on the table. Then look, and she had this thing that goes like this, measuring out something, and she kept looking at I think a little box. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't eat me.
Yeah, I mean that.
Don't eat me.
I don't want to. But if you were to do any kind of
You are
pranks,
the worst kind of best friend
Yeah.
Coco could have.
yeah, if you do any kind
Wow.
of pranks or anything, it's gonna be pretty immediate. So I would just be careful.
No,
No tricks.
I can't.
It'll just happen.
He starts crying. Okay.
So Jack is from the Feywild. He knows how these little things work.
Yeah.
You gotta keep them under your thumb. You gotta.
Yeah. So the pixie flies over, just lands on your shoulder, and just sits there.
I just very, very gently kind of pat its head, tiniest little bit. Friendly little. I think we're getting closer.
You think that you're getting along great.
Yeah.
I'll get Canty back out of my head
Yeah.
too.
Pixie's visibly shuddering.
Yeah. I'll get
What
Canty
do,
out.
what do they eat?
Oh, bugs and stuff. I think.
Coco's gonna hunt bugs.
Okay.
Eat bugs on the ship. Maybe in the kitchen.
Force.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh no. Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna knock on the captain's door loudly.
Yes. What?
Well, I believe I owe you an explanation, and you owe me a game of cards. I told you that coconut would be useful.
Did
You hear the door opens. You are right on both accounts.
All right.
Come in.
Do you mind if my lady joins us?
No?
Okay, well then I'm gonna take the maiden with me.
So, explanation first.
I am undead. And I thought that would scare people. I haven't interacted with people for decades. So I made this illusion, and I'll just keep casting glamour to change my face.
That is an interesting choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, you seem to be well socialized for having not been around people or have been people for a couple of decades.
Oh yeah, me and the lady, we can converse for hours.
Really?
Yes.
About?
You know, things you see. We look at clouds a lot.
Oh my god.
You've been playing I Spy for decades.
Something blue.
Something sand colored.
That cloud looks like a cloud. Okay. Well,
Anyway, I'm not going to harm anybody. I just, I worry they're not as sophisticated as, a captain.
well,
Cut to the back. We've got to get rid of that newcomer.
yes. It does take a bit of getting used to those who are not alive anymore, especially one who has can communicate like yourself and still have a full life, so to speak.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, you needn't fear that from me. As you may have seen from the storm we just went through, that there's I have a different kind of relationship with the undead and the living. Just it is what it is. I take things at face value in front of me and I proceed forward.
Excellent. That's good to hear. So, what's our plans from here out? I don't really know much. I just kind of...
Okay, so as you ask this, like she turns her back, she walks back over to like a large wooden table, and there's a one map principally laid out, and there's several other smaller ones rolled up and stuff. You see the compass, you see other navigational equipment, like not this thing.
The sextant?
The two, like the...
Yeah.
This is called a divider.
Oh, it's the divider.
I just looked it up.
Okay. Yeah, because when I use it in geometry class, I'm like, this is a compass, and I draw
I
circles.
thought so too, but
Yeah, that's what I was knowing
yeah.
it as.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll
Thank
be
you.
damned.
Divider, thank you.
Neat.
And you see her spyglass, other stuff, like just her usual equipment out there. And she puts her hands out and she goes, "Well, we're getting closer to this part of Isles over here." She points down the map to you, and she goes, "Wait a second, I gotta pull it up. Damn it, sorry. Where is it? I forgot the. Yeah, there it is. I'm sorry. So this is a series of isles, small islands, and it's called the Black Tongue Chain. And according to legend, this is where a forgotten god was lapping at the ocean and revealed this chain of islands. And after seeing what was there, the god said it would deposit treasure, items, and knowledge that would change any world. That is what we're looking for.
That's fascinating.
Yes.
I mostly left the island due to boredom, so I'm game to treasure hunt.
Indeed. There are as many as if the legends are true, there is much wealth to make all of us at all of our ends and all of our future generations rich forever.
Is she lying at all? How do I...
Sense motive.
Okay. What skill is that? I
This
don't
is your
know.
perception.
Yeah, it's a perception
So
check.
that's a 15 then.
Okay.
I don't understand why we call it something else instead of just saying it's perception check. Am I missing something?
The action is the sense motive, and it just uses your perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
stat.
Yeah,
Bad.
it does seem a little.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. That's just because of the specificity of Pathfinder. They like if there's something that you can do, they're going to give it an action. They're going to give it kind of a rule, even if it overlaps a lot.
So there's no separate bonus you could have for
There
sense motive that you wouldn't have for perception.
There could be.
There could be a feat even that changes what you even use
Yeah.
to roll with.
But the
Yeah.
idea is, even when you're in combat, you can use the one single action of sense motive to make a perception check that you choose instead of the DM being like,
Yeah.
please make a perception check. And you also know that it uses the concentrate tag and the secret tag. So these are there's rules for each of these little pieces of the build.
Yeah.
That is the whole system. It
Very
is
complicated.
complicated, but it is complete.
Yeah, yeah, because you're fishing for particular information, that kind of stuff. Yeah. You rated 15?
Yes.
What no, like you get a vague sense that she is not. There's something else that she's not telling you, but you have really no idea beyond that what it is.
Okay.
I mean, it could be like anybody else you have a conversation with who don't want to tell about their past or like, there's that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It comes off as natural, but you just know there's a little resistance there.
Okay. That's completely normal. I mean, they barely know me. So.
Yeah. Well, good. So, but I would very much like to play cards, but I would like to probably chart and give us a proper heading first because I think the crew is in need of one. So could we put a rain check, so to speak, on the game of cards?
Oh, sure.
Excellent.
I don't sleep or nothing, so anytime, any day.
Oh, sure.
That makes sense.
Yes.
No brains that need to rest.
I sleep very little these days as well, so perhaps we'll find a moonlit night and we can play a game of cards.
That sounds excellent.
The captain's undead.
Cool. Thank you. Now, please excuse me.
Yeah, I'll take my leave.
Okay.
I was gonna say or Warforged, but like I don't think that's that's not in the cards. I think we'd have noticed if the captain was a
Okay. So, at this, it's 10 o'clock. You wish to stop there, or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Let's stop there then.
good stopping spot.
Okay. Cool. Stop the music. Okay. So that's everybody out in the internet lands. Thank you for chiming in and watching, listening, or taking in our game. For future viewers, thank you for sticking with us. Please check us out again and like and subscribe. Join our Discord and all the good things. So we'll see you next week. Okay.
See you Wednesday.